Klein Alley Show.
Low 6.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to your weekend. It's Klein Alley Show on KROQ. It is Friday morning, and if you need us in any way, shape, or form, you can slide into DMs, Klein Alley Show, text in the show, 800-520-1067, or call. You'll need those numbers later. You want to score your final chances to hop on the standby boarding list to see Weezer in Toronto.
Yeah, 559 said, good morning. I can't remember what I did last night. I think I'm still drunk, which means I'm glad I have you guys on because you'll be funnier than ever.
Goddamn. Just get a little bit drunker and find the show a little bit funnier or angrier. People have said the same thing. They go, I like the show when I'm sober, but when I get drunk, I hate all of you.
Really?
So it's weird that the emotions we bring out
phases.
of people. Or you just don't care at all, in which case that's fine. If we feel pretty much the same. If you need us, we're around. And we get into a brand new hour of the show right now on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Yesterday we revealed some very judging statements. At least we got judged a lot by you guys. And that is that no one on the show ever received the talk from our parents. Never got the talk.
Yeah, and it seems like it was detrimental to our upbringing.
All of us. Every single one of us, for different reasons, didn't get the talk.
And it seems like it's being passed down to each generation because your kids have not had the talk yet either. And it seemed that they were getting some really weird misconceptions about how babies are made. Mainly, you told them at first that they were made through clay. And now they realize that it's when a man and a woman roll around together on the couch.
Right, and then they're picking up other things like this. This was my kid.
Puberty is when you, grow up, get fat boobies.
Puberty is when you grow up and get fat boobies.
Which
she ain't wrong.
Yeah, that is pretty accurate.
Well, not everyone gets fat boobies. Sometimes you gotta get implants.
Unfortunately.
Right.
Sometimes you get fake boobies.
Right, so I just want to clear up. That
Make sure
she knows that.
I gotta remind her that later.
Like mommy.
Right. Sometimes you gotta, get a little help from the doctor.
Sometimes you do it early, and sometimes you do it during your midlife crisis.
Yeah, either way, you gotta go. One way or another, you get your fat boobies. Don't worry.
So I decided to get ahead of it in my house.
Your kid's 4. What are you talking about?
Yeah, never too early.
Yeah,
just give
4.
them the talk
there
now.
is too early.
4 is too early, Allie.
Now, I tried it, but I wanted to be accurate from the beginning. That's the thing, is you don't want to start confusing them and telling them these weird tooth fairy stories about how babies are made. You got to give them the real stuff. And this is also, I think, a millennial parenting trend is like, you have a penis and I have a vagina. Being very honest about everything. Honest about periods, about puberty, sex, all of it.
Is he going through the phase where he's touching his pee-pee a lot?
Oh, my Lord. He can't be in the house naked anymore because it's one hand on the pee-pee and one hand on whatever else he's doing.
That's not a phase, Omar. That's forever.
Yeah. No, I get that. But this is going to amplify that, I would imagine. Talking about his penis.
I don't know if it is the way I explained it.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Here's Allie giving her 4-year-old the talk because, as we learned, it's never too soon. They are suggesting, all the experts do claim, you got to do the talk earlier. You think you got to wait around till junior high school?
No,
they said,
4.
No, 4 is the number now. That's the new number. You know how it is in L.A. Everything happens sooner, right?
You know how babies are made?
I don't know.
I mean, that's exactly the response. I don't know. Let's talk about dinosaurs.
He sounds like, leave me alone, woman. I'm playing over here. I don't know.
What was he doing when you bothered him with this, out of curiosity?
We had actually just sat down for dinner. This was our dinner time conversation.
You know how babies are made?
I don't know.
Well, do you know how you were made?
No. I don't know.
Do you know that you grew in mommy's tummy?
Mm-hmm.
So, girls have...
You should have taken that moment to be like, this mommy, not that mommy over there, who refused to give you her womb. Only this one.
We talked about that later.
Oh, you did?
have something in their bodies called eggs.
My hands are slippery.
Listen, this is exactly, Allie, this is exactly what I would think you would take for this conversation.
10 seconds in, I've lost him.
Yeah. Women have something inside of them called eggs. Oh, yeah? Well, my hands are slippery. So we all got problems, all right?
He's got good points.
Yeah, by the way, I'm getting more from him than from you at this point.
My hands are slippery.
And eggs mix with something that boys have called sperm. And when they mix together...
You understand, Allie, you're telling him this now. He's going to go deliver part of this to some kid at school. They're going to go home and deliver part of this to their parents. And they're going to say, who's the terrible parent that's telling my kid about sperm and eggs at 4 years old?
Why would that be a terrible parent? That's what happens. This is also the scientific biological explanation, not the sexual explanation.
Yeah, the sex one is the fun one.
Yeah, I know, but that's also not what happens in my house.
Right.
No, but this is like, the bad game of telephone. He's going to go to his classmates and, say something like, I ate eggs and sperm for breakfast.
Right.
And
Boom.
then that's what's going to happen.
And my hands are slippery. And then someone calls TPS.
Next thing you know, he's getting taken away in a van. Right?
And when they mix together, they can create a little tiny thing that's this big. And then it grows and grows and grows and grows into a baby.
Yep. Strong. Once again, he's making the better points right now.
I mean, that is a byproduct, but we didn't get into the pee pee poo poo part of it.
And sometimes people hug each other and kiss each other and stuff to make a baby.
I don't care. And by the way, I think he's saying what we're all thinking right now.
You don't care. Okay.
All right, nice chat right there.
Did you get
another win? That was another big
when
win.
You were going to talk to your kid, because obviously a child will communicate great with another child.
Oh, yeah. And Vanessa, if you want to give my kid the talk, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, Vanessa, we turn to you to whenever we have a goldfish or fish that die in our house. You're always the person that gets to deliver that news. You don't think you'd be the right person to deliver this as well?
I don't think so.
Why is that?
I don't know how I would go about it.
Yeah, I know. It is kind of like, I was like
your
thinking
parents are
about
making me do this.
what Klein had talked to about with his kid, and then I was like, how would I have this conversation? But, that's the thing, is parents don't want to because it's uncomfortable and they don't know what to say, so they just go, school, you do it, and then complain about the way the school does it.
Yeah. I assume YouTube will teach him something eventually, and that'll be, Mr. Beast, get on it or something.
That or Pornhub.
Yeah, they'll figure it out eventually, right? They have to.
KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Hey, it's Rivers and Brian from Weezer. Pack your bags for KROQ's Mile High Club Destination 11.
You're going to our show in Toronto, Canada.
Let's go away for a while. You and I.
Listen at 9 noon, free and 6.
Get on the standby boarding list all week and instantly win tickets to see us at Crypto.com Arena.
October 24th, courtesy of Live Nation.
If you want to destroy my sweater, Beverly Hills.
And you'll get the chance to go away to see him again in Toronto, Canada.
Free healthcare,
maple syrup, and Weezer.
What more could you ask?
Go away, go away, go away. I leave my candy with the pork and beans.
It's KROQ Mile High Club Destination 11, Weezer in Toronto.
Only on the world-famous KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
We've done so many stupid things on the show, and I have a hard time believing that we're ever going to out-stupid ourselves, and then we do something like today, which was...
This is not our idea.
A suggestion that was put in the show suggestion box. We go through that from time to time, let you suggest things, segments we try on the air, things we do. They don't have to make a lot of sense because every idea is equally dumb until we pick one out, and then we're forced to do it.
I can smell you.
If you are watching right now on YouTube, or perhaps just want to check out the socials, we are currently now each wearing each other's clothing, which is a weird, strangely intimate experience to put on another person's clothing.
Yeah, I didn't think too much about it, and then when I was holding Johnny's clothes and I was in the bathroom, I was like, these are his pants.
Right.
Like, his junk goes in here.
Jake's clothing...
And now my junk's in here.
...feels like it just came out of the dryer. It is
sharp, man.
It is that level of warm.
You look like a gay M&M is what you look like.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I am wearing Jake's purple hoodie, which feels like it is more weathered than something that had been passed down through generations of BO. His Seahawks hat, which I have a problem with for multiple reasons.
And your little tie-dye shirt.
And once again, not one of his purple and teal tie-dye shirts. And I'm wearing his pants with that stupid, weird Native American belt he wears that I feel like is offensive.
But it's so weird because we see each other in these clothes every single day.
This is the official uniform of Jake the Nerd.
So it's weird because even though you don't look like Jake, I feel like I'm talking to Jake.
Right. And and the smell is so powerful that
you look good, man.
If you've been into any vintage store ever or a city landfill, It is a combination of those smells, and that is what I now have on my body. And I fear that it is a smell that will not come off when the clothes come off, because the time that I had to wear Jake's shirt after he did the push-ups, the 100 push-ups, and I put on his shirt immediately, was so wet.
He had already pitted out hard in that shirt.
And that smell was one of those smells that just lingered.
He was disappointed that he couldn't pit out this shirt before giving it to you.
Couldn't pick a worse time in life to have larger nostrils than normal than right now. That's all I'm saying.
And then Vanessa, weirdly, is wearing your outfit.
Vanessa, come in here.
And
Let me see you.
fits,
Let me see Vanessa.
Which is wild to me that the pants are not even long on her.
Vanessa, love that look. It's a good fit right there.
Because Klein is tiny.
That's Vanessa. Vanessa's wearing the Klein outfit right there. That's my go-to. It's my bomber jacket.
You look like you're in an 80s music video.
My hat.
Backup dancer.
Yeah, Omar, I mean, look, she pulls it off pretty well, right? I would say. I mean, for Vanessa.
She does,
And I just gotta say, I love the sweats.
Yeah.
They fit me so well.
Maybe, Klein, you should be wearing lady pants.
I can't figure out. My sweats fit you so well.
They fit me so good.
They do. They're not even long.
All right.
They're a little bit like scrunched up, but
Let me tell you something. I realize now sometimes you don't see. It's very hard. It's very hard to see how you look. You know, like when you look at yourself in a mirror when you try on
You
something.
just see you.
You think sometimes it looks good, but then if you saw a picture of yourself in that outfit, you would be like, I look weird in that. Or
But
you
it's
see
even
someone
weirder to see your outfit on someone else and going, wow, that's my uniform. That's what I look like.
That's how people look at me. But it's funny. I see it on Vanessa and I go, I actually like that on her, but it probably looks terrible on me.
I don't know. For you, it's so often that it feels like it blends in.
Bring Johnny in here for a second. If you're not watching on YouTube right now, you get to see everything that's happening behind the scenes here. Well, Johnny is wearing the official lesbian attire of Allie. So he's got on the. Johnny is wearing the lesbian flannel. That's Allie's go-to lesbian flannel.
I can't believe you can button that flannel up.
He's
great.
he's got on the beanie that Allie wears from time to time.
I don't like this one.
And
He looks like a dykey scarecrow.
You do look like a lesbian scarecrow.
I feel like a hipster from 2012 in this with the flannel and the beanie.
That's me.
But it's weird that the pants actually fit, though. They actually.
I got the biggest pants I could.
Oh, those are Allie's pants you're wearing?
Yeah, they
God,
work.
It is weird. I guess you work together with people long enough, you start to all fit into each other. Like even Jake. Jake is, his weight has shifted so much.
It fits you?
Shockingly, these pants fit decent, and as much as I hate the smell and the feel of all of this, it actually
comfortable?
Feels like it kind of fits.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
You obviously wearing Johnny's oversized stuff. Allie looks like the final scene in the movie Big.
You look great, actually. That's a sick fit.
Allie's pants just fell off. Allie's pants are off now. We have bare ass in the studio.
You could keep those pants now. They're all you.
Those are Johnny's painter pants that he wears.
No, take them back. These are your pants.
And Jake, get in here for a second.
I did take off my underwear.
Just want to get a sense. By the way, this is just proof that we do all the dumb ideas that get sent to us by you, our fine listeners. I'm not sure who we give the credit
Jake
to
is my favorite.
for the suggestion box. Oh, Jake's your favorite? I forget who's.
Jake's wearing Vanessa's clothes.
Oh, here we go. And this is Jake now wearing Vanessa's clothing. He's still wearing his Seahawks hat, though, which is very misleading.
Yeah.
But there he is.
Yeah.
Wow. Jake, I'll tell you what. It's actually your best T-shirt. I know it doesn't say Tool on it, so it's weird.
Klein, are you turned on?
Jake's nips are rock hard right now.
Yeah, his boobs are looking really huge.
You missed him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did miss those. Yeah, Jake, I am a little worked up right now. Jake's got the Sydney Sweeney effect happening big time.
Yay!
All right, well, there you go. We will hopefully not... do we have to wear these for the rest of the show, or can we take them off now?
I think till 10. Oops.
Oh, Jesus.
No, my pants fell off.
Allie's pants fell off again. If you want to see Allie's ass, check out the YouTube. We are all dressed like each other. It is super confusing, and we were doing it because it was a listener suggestion, which means we can officially wrap up this round of the suggestion box. When we get back, man versus machine, party planning. A lot of Super Bowl parties coming up and other things. You're not going to want to do anything until you hear what the robot says next on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Move over trust falls. I know that was a big thing for building, team morale. They're building trust. Maybe some trust falls. You want to really get to know your coworkers? Switch clothes with them for a while. Then you get into a real deep level of feeling what they feel, smelling what they smell. I actually put on Jake's clothes and within 3 minutes had to go take a crap.
Oh, my God. Wow.
But I'm not going to do it. And if I do, I may do it in these pants, Jake.
Somebody on the chat on YouTube said that you aren't full Jake unless you wear Kibby as a backpack.
Well, that's a good point.
So you could do that.
Going to have to strap Kibby to me at some point so I can get the full Jake effect.
Someone else said Johnny looks like a gay Paul Bunyan.
Yep.
And
also known as Paul Bunyan.
Yes. 562 said if Klein's wife wasn't having sex with him before, She's definitely not having sex with him now that she's going to have Jake staying.
When I come home reeking of patchouli and whatever else this is, it smells like every old store I've ever been into.
Klein Alley Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
Is the hour over yet?
Humanity barely
Oh, you got another 20 minutes in those clothes, man.
The robot. Oh God, I gotta breathe. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go outside and air this thing out. Let's be right back.
Klein Alley.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, the world famous KROQ.
Smell-o-vision is real.
If you're just joining us, we have all swapped clothing because we thought that. I don't know what we thought.
Well, we didn't think anything. It was a listener suggestion.
A listener suggestion. It was sadly the one that we picked out of the suggestion box, the same exact suggestion box that gave us drive-through confessions, which I thoroughly enjoyed, a lot more than this. And we'll do another round of listener suggestions again soon. And if there's something you've wanted us to ever do on the show, well, look at that. Your dreams could become a reality.
Living proof.
The person that suggested this, I don't even know if they're listening today. I don't even know if they're watching today. I don't even know if they know that this is what's happening. But thanks a lot. You have changed our day for the better and or worse. And
Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Just sitting here rapping with the great Evan Lovett, who's in here. He's got LA in a Minute and a bunch of other podcasts that you should be checking out if you're not already, including a recent episode he did with Allie and I. And he's going to defend Los Angeles in a moment. The things I just learned, by the way, just to Allie, just during that Eminem song, the things I learned about LA and the history of LA from Evan. It is unbelievable.
Oh, we just went into the whole history of Mulholland?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that was a person.
I thought it was just a street.
Me too.
And apparently, God brought water here.
I thought it was a place that people go to ride motorcycles and have
LA
sex.
Mount Rushmore, William Mulholland.
Yeah, who knew? I thought that was just a place Jay Leno drives his fancy cars. But apparently, it's a real man.
Well, Klein, people have been commenting about the episode that we had with Evan Lovett, which I think was a lot of fun. But according to this person on Instagram, they said, I started as a hate listener, but thanks to Kevin Ryder, I consider myself just a listener.
Great. We've changed someone from a hate listener into just a listener, and some people discovering us for the very first time. And if you're not already familiar with Evan Lovett, I don't know how you're not if you live in LA, because he's pretty much covered all parts of it. I don't think there's anything. Is there anything you haven't covered yet? I mean, you got to come up with new content every day, but
listen,
don't you feel like you've done it all?
I've done 2,000 episodes. There's at least 10,000 to be done. There's always more. 500 plus neighborhoods in this city. Pomona to Palisades, Sylmar to San Pedro, Wilmington to Woodland Hills. Got to cover the people, the places, the infrastructure, the neighborhoods. There's always more. This is the greatest city on the globe.
And that is why you're the only person that we think can defend. We came up with an idea for a segment called Will Evan Love It? And it was all the things about LA that people hate, but you will probably love. And Johnny wanted to do a song for it. Sadly, the song that Johnny put together does
You Will Not Love.
You Will Not Love. The first thing about LA you will not love is this song that was created just for you.
Well, does he love it? With Evan Lovett. Does he love it? With Evan Lovett. Does he love it? With Evan Lovett. Does he love LA?
God.
Johnny, did you know the name of the segment?
Yeah, I did. Vanessa just told me to write the song, and I wrote it.
But it was called Will Evan Love It?
Not what she told me.
Oh, boy.
That was a toughie.
I like
That
that
was a
song,
toughie.
by the way.
You can have that.
He loved
I would
it.
like
Thank
that.
you, Evan.
That's
Thank
yours.
you.
You can
I
have
want
that
file.
song.
Yeah.
The first thing, and this is the number one thing that people claim that they hate about LA, and that is traffic. It is always there. It will always take you a long time to get anywhere. Good luck going anywhere in less than 30 minutes now. But why do you love traffic?
I love traffic, and I'll tell you why. Number one, and there is a stipulation. I don't need to commute 5 days a week like many people. So I used to. I used to have El Segundo to Valley Village and back every day, which sucked.
That's terrible.
However, you know what traffic gets you in LA? You get to see the neighborhoods. There's mountains. We are the only major city with mountain ranges, and we have multiple mountain ranges, and they are beautiful, especially right now. Green, brown, the folds, the texture. It's gorgeous against the bluest skies. It's awesome. You get to see neighborhoods, all these exits that you talk about. You're like, what's in Boyle Heights? Like City Terrace. I didn't know City Terrace was a neighborhood. Let's get off. Let's see these new neighborhoods. So it gives you a new new perspective on the city. And just like today, I was driving on the 101. They're building this new sign that looks like a mini Hollywood sign, but the only letter that's up is a B. So you're like, what is that? What's the cross? The Hollywood cross on top of that mountain.
Yeah, what is the B sign? Do you know? What is the B sign?
The B, I don't know.
It's definitely a boba place.
Yes.
Gotta be boba.
I thought it was like maybe Burbank, like a gateway to Burbank. But the 101's not a gateway to Burbank because it's looking like a city state. So you get to see the city. And here's another thing too, right? Is look, I've been an advocate for car culture. We're the car culture capital of the world. When you're in your car, you get the radio or the news, the music, whatever you want in the controlled temperature environment that you want. You have your privacy. You can pick your nose. You can make a phone call, whatever you want. So it's your time. Yes, you're in traffic, but it's time for yourself. So you can make it productive. You can make it fun. And nobody likes moving 5 miles an hour, but if you look around and observe, it's awesome.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people, when they started working from home, realized the thing that they thought they hated, which was traffic, was actually the time for themselves that they needed.
Yes.
And I think it's reframing traffic. And if you look at it like it's the only opportunity you get all day to be, you decide the music, you decide the temperature, you decide how much you recline your seat, you decide how much you want to text while driving, which you shouldn't do. You decide all those things, Allie. And then you go,
Self-pleasure.
wow. Oh, it's self-pleasure like Allie does on the 101?
All right, well, that was one time.
Well.
But also another point, Evan, I think you make a great case, is traffic is a wonderful excuse that we can use in LA all the time.
Always be late to anything.
Man. Yeah, exactly.
Built-in excuse. A lot
I
of
think
cities
that
can't
you
get
can be 10 minutes late anywhere. No questions asked because of LA traffic.
Somebody asked me this true story. Somebody asked me this week, like it was a frustrated text from a transplant. It's like, why is everybody in LA 15 minutes late to everything? And I was like, that's the easiest question ever.
Yeah.
Because there's traffic everywhere.
It's tough if you move somewhere else and you go like, traffic. They're like, you're in Iowa now, so you can't use that.
You have to get here on time.
All right, let's go to this one now. This is another thing that we get accused of. People say LA is a city full of bad sports fans.
Oh, yeah.
We always, I have these lists of cities with great fans of sports. Green Bay's always doing well.
Philly.
Chicago, Philly. And then LA is always near the bottom.
Yep.
And how would you like to defend that?
Look, that's the easiest one ever because as a sport, listen, I was a myopic sports person growing up. It's the only thing I cared about, like LA and LA sports. But here's the truth. We have so many teams. And yes, LA only supports winners. That's the way it is because we have so many other things to do, and I will never apologize for that. Like, no offense to the Clippers or the Angels or the Ducks or these, afterthought teams. I'm sorry. Like, win a championship. We'll support you. We'll talk. But don't expect me to go to these midseason games when you're a middling team, when I have the beach, when I have downtown, when I have the mountains. There's so much stuff to do in so many neighborhoods all the time, every weekend, every day. I have no apologies for LA being quote unquote bad sports fans because the flip side of that is you take the Dodgers and the Lakers, LAFC, Galaxy, just want to talk all the teams that are winning and doing well. We have the best sports fans when that's going on, and there's no doubt about that. So I have no apologies for being a bad sports fan.
We don't support loser teams. We
don't have time for losers.
We don't have time for losers. That's a great way to put it. That's a great hack.
No time for losers.
Yeah.
Jake, how fitting that you said
Apparently
that.
we had time for that.
Yep.
It's a good song.
And finally, this is something that one of the biggest stereotypes. LA is just full of a bunch of wellness and health freaks.
Yeah.
It's all everyone does here is I got to go get a cold plunge, and then I'm going to do an IV, and then I'm going to do a vitamin shot. Got to put some sea moss on my face. Then I got
salmon sperm.
Salmon sperm. We're always doing it. What do you think about that? Are we? Is that a hateable thing about LA?
I'll tell you what's funny is I was covering the original Cheesecake Factory. It's the story that I'm working on right now. Cheesecake Factory, by the way, great story. And listen to this. You know that robust menu? They make everything from scratch there. I was like, how do you make 7,000 dishes? Anyway, we were reporting on Cheesecake Factory.
They're like, we're going bankrupt.
But they were the one. No, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're going good.
And I kind of slept on them for a while. Anyway, point is, across the street from the original Cheesecake Factory is an Erewhon. And I didn't even realize it was an Erewhon at first. I was like, what is this place with this huge line and all these people outside, blah, blah, and you're like, God damn it. That's the LA thing with the health and wellness and seeing and being seen. But here's the truth. Go to the real neighborhood neighborhoods in Los Angeles, right? Go out to Torrance, go out to North Hills, go out to Montebello, and you see normal people doing normal things. And the big majority of everybody in LA is not a health and wellness freak and is not an Erewhon fan. So it's these, the influencer culture and the narrative of LA. Sure, that is here, but it's magnified a lot more than what it is. And the truth is, at the core, we're the place that exported fast food to the world.
That's right.
Bob's Big Boy, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Del Taco, Wiener Schnitzel, In-N-Out, Tommy's, Fat Burger, Panda Express, all came from L.A. So
how's that wellness?
So how can the place that exported, one of our greatest exports, is this delicious and terrible fast food?
If you didn't realize that Panda Express started right here, then you need to watch more LA in a minute.
Glendale Galleria.
That's right. Oh, goddamn. So orange chicken samples, nothing better.
They're awesome. Panda Express, great company, by the way.
Evan Lovett, thank you for all you do for Los Angeles. There's already been some calls on the text line. Replace the Cesar Chavez statues with Evan Lovett statues.
I was talking out, not while I'm alive. You never know what's going to be uncovered.
Oh, whoa. That's the story we're going to break here.
Cool.
Thanks, Evan. Always good to have you on.
Dude, love you guys.
And thanks for having us.
Thank you. That was a great episode.
Check it out. Links going up on Klein Alley's show, KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. And I want to quickly defend myself for just a moment. I've been accused of yet another thing around here, which is just not accurate. But Alley is, of course, trying to stir the pot.
I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm just saying what's happening.
I did.
You're wearing 2 bracelets and lady shoes.
Okay. Yesterday,
Fancy boy.
I am wearing shoes that are regular man shoes that Allie has somehow started spreading a rumor that they are lady shoes.
They're ballet shoes.
The fact that we discussed it for a while.
We didn't discuss it for a while.
You are neck and neck with Johnny for being gayest on the show.
I'm not gayest on the show. And we decided yesterday I'm nowhere even near the top 3.
He also showed our boss videos of other men working out, which is a different
Why
thing.
are you recording other men at the gym,
I'm not first of all, not recording other men at the gym at all.
On your phone, do you have
our boss has very bad vision and hearing, and whenever he has to come near, he gets very.
I'm glad he chooses the music here.
He gets very, very close, uncomfortably close when he wants to come over and talk. And my phone was sitting up on the desk and it was scrolling through stuff. And one of the things it scrolled to was it's a guy doing a workout guy that's showing you the right way to work out properly. Okay. So all of a sudden I feel like I had to defend the fact because he's looking at my phone and I go, oh, this is a guy that's showing me how I should be working out. Apparently I'm doing it all wrong. That was the extent of it. Allie changed the story and goes, Klein is showing our boss videos of himself working out. Not true.
Well, because you were showing, you were like, this is what I do. I do this every day.
I was kidding.
Doing these lunges.
The guy was like some Navy SEAL who was all jacked. I'm clearly not on his routine at all. That was the joke. It was funny.
Back to the lady shoes.
Then Allie goes, are you wearing lady shoes? Now, I did accidentally buy a pair of lady pants. I'll admit it. They were sweatpants. I thought they were cargo pants.
I think that anything that anyone buys on TikTok Shop is usually either unisex or for women.
I blame Johnny's generation for this because the reality is it used to be pretty goddamn clear if you're buying something from the man section or the lady section. Now, no one wants to get in trouble for anything, so they just put everything on a random shelf and say, good luck.
Well, and I think that people are more gender fluid with how they dress now.
Nothing gender fluid about the shoes I'm wearing. They're man shoes for men.
Why don't you show them to everybody? Show them how tiny the soles are.
Okay, there's a couple of things about them.
You had to buy a smaller size, right?
Yeah, I had to buy a smaller size.
Right.
Yes, because they didn't have them in the size I needed.
Why don't you have the balls to show us what they look like on the live stream?
Johnny, get out of here with the camera. I'll put my goddamn shoes up.
And
Relax.
what did our boss say when you asked him? Are these lady shoes?
He said, well, first of all, he's such a man, our boss. He goes, I don't trust any shoes that don't have strings because these shoes are they have no laces. I'm lazy. I love
loafers. You're wearing loafers.
They're not loafers.
You're a little light in the loafers there, huh?
This is the shoe. All right, I'm showing you the shoe for the YouTube cam.
No socks either, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, it's summer. No socks.
Show them the soles. Little ballet flats.
These are not ballet flats, Allie. These
ankle toes.
These are. It's so
they
funny.
Make your feet look
I really like them.
Shut up, Vanessa. Before the show started today, Jake said to me, and not that this is going to be good for my defense, Jake's like, oh, I have shoes like that.
There you go.
I don't like that, but Jake, you defended him earlier, Jake. Now you're mocking him?
No, mine are Pumas. I'm purple.
Okay, well, you have ladies' shoes then.
Does any of this make you feel better?
No, these are man's shoes. But by the way, most shoes, like you said now, unisex. Guys wear them, girls wear them, kids wear them.
Right, so you can't tell if they're for men or women.
I think these are...
You saying that they are man shoes
the size
is
I bought
inaccurate.
says or not men. It says U.S. size, well, Euro. It's got the Euro size.
Girly 8s.
These are girly 8s. They were made in Indonesia. That much I know.
Okay.
That's the place that's known for making man shoes.
Well, you know how straight our boss is that he can't even see laces. He said strings.
Yeah, I don't trust
Those
any
shoes have strings, dude.
Yeah, he goes, those shoes don't have strings. So
Anything that ain't got strings is for queers. Anyway, see ya.
That's what he said. So, anyway.
I don't understand that shoe because there's holes for the strings, but there's no strings.
Right. They're illusion.
But they're slip-ons.
They're an illusion.
They're just an illusion.
Women aren't smart enough to lace them up.
These are man shoes for a man.
Stolen string valor right there.
I mean, they're just so thin on the bottom. I just feel like...
Well, I had one pair of shoes that had thick soles, and you guys accused me of trying to look taller. So I can't win in this stupid place.
I just... When you were wearing them yesterday, you were wearing baggy jeans with those shoes, and your feet looked very small.
Right. Yeah, because they're ballet slippers. I'm trying to counter whatever what's his face said about ballet. That guy.
Oh, okay. Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet. I'm fighting the back.
So you admit that they're ballet slippers?
They're not ballet slippers.
You just said they were.
All right, we got to take a break.
Do a dance.
Tiny Soul Kevin.
Do a little dance.
I'm going to do some pirouettes.
714 said, I'm looking at the stream, and Allie seems correct.
No way. No way. I went and looked at them again where I ordered them, and they don't say man shoes in the description, but they do say shoes. And so
Did
you get these on the street? Did you get scammed again?
No, you got them on TikTok Shop. Did
I got
you not?
them on TikTok Shop.
TikTok shop.
All right, shut
Right,
up, Vanessa.
girl?
All right, never mind. Slay all day.
All right, we take a break.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to your weekend. It's Friday. It's K-Rock. We are Klein Alley's show. A brand new hour is about to officially begin. My name's Klein. That is Allie.
Hello.
We have DJ Omar Khan, Jake the Nerd, producer Vanessa, and Postmaster Johnny, the lovable idiot. If you need us, you can interact lots of ways. We don't give out Allie's personal phone number enough, but let's do that now.
No, let's not. No.
That's all. Luckily, I've got no short-term memory. I think I accidentally did give out your number one time on the air. And I think the saddest part about it is
no one called.
It resulted in no call.
I'm one of those people where I land after a flight, I turn my phone off of airplane mode and expect the messages to come rolling in, and the phone is exactly the same way it was when I left it.
It's funny that you're one of the people that actually put your phone in airplane mode. Very few people actually put the phone in airplane mode.
Sometimes I'm like, should I just text my mom and say I landed?
Unsubscribe.
I feel like I have to let someone know.
Yeah, it is.
I landed.
It is a sad feeling.
Like
when
I did it.
Land and you expect but there must be a bunch of people that were trying to reach me. No one? Oh.
Okay,
all
moving
right.
on. So that's me.
Allie lived her life in airplane mode is what we're learning. It's K-Rock. We are Klein Alley Show. Good morning.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
K-Rock.
I know everyone's anxious for me to get pregnant so that I can go on leave so that Lena Abovian can take over.
Oh, yeah.
Get some real eye candy in the studio.
We got some Klein Abovian stickers that are coming in next week. They're going to be awesome.
I'm not pregnant yet, but this is the next step in the process. Was I had to get some tests done yesterday, to make sure the uterus is on the up and up, that there's nothing weird in there since having the first kid.
But I thought you have a wonky uterus. I thought they said something was wonky on it.
I think everything's a little wonky, but I don't think it was troublingly wonky.
Oh, got it.
I think that's the thing with me is everything's just a little bit off, but not off enough to be a condition.
Allie was built like a piece of furniture with leftover IKEA parts.
I think that in the womb, I maybe never turned over or something, and one side just didn't develop as much as the other side. Because it's one eye is smaller, one boob is smaller, one leg is shorter.
All
it's
on the
just
same
all
side of the body?
On the
or
same
no?
side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So either in the womb or out of the womb, something happened, or I just didn't get turned over enough.
I thought your mom was a big smoker while she was pregnant with you.
No, she claims she didn't smoke during either pregnancy.
Well, we'll have to ask her next time, Lie Day Friday, get your mom on that thing, because I bet you she smoked a lot.
No, I don't think she did. I think she told me once I got pregnant, it was like, boom, out of my mind.
She quit smoking.
That's how it was for me. It was like, that's not a part of my life anymore. Gone.
It's amazing.
So I went to the same doctor that I had been to 5 years ago when I got pregnant the first time, because I had to get this test done. So I hadn't seen him in a while, and they said, okay, we're going to put this catheter in you, then we're going to shoot this saline spray inside of your uterus, make sure everything's good. By the way, how you been the last 5 years? And they said, we have to do one test, an additional test. Everything looks good here, but the one test that we have to do requires that you have no nipple stimulation for the next 7 days. And I was like,
he said that to you?
Random requirement.
He said you cannot have any nipple stimulation for 7 days.
She said, yeah, they said that the test that you're having done I forget what it's even for, but she said it could screw up the levels if you have too much nipple stimulation.
Is that like a big deal for you?
No.
Is that going to be hard for you to give it up for 7 days?
I couldn't even tell you the last time my nipples were stimulated. I have overly sensitive nipples. I don't really like them being touched or fondled.
Is this a Lent thing? No?
That I've given up nipple stimulation for the next 40 days?
Like, did the
I'm sure
doctor,
God would appreciate
Did the
me
doctor
giving
think that you would come back with, like, I can't, let's compromise on 4 days?
These things are rubbed raw every day. I couldn't possibly. I mean, you know how they say certain things you have to give up. So, like, yeah, you can't swim for a week or you can't exercise for a week. Like, some of that stuff is annoying. But this is something that does not affect me whatsoever. But they had to go out of their way and say, by the way, nobody can stimulate your nipples for the next 7 days for this test in particular.
Too bad, because this morning at 9:15, we had a new segment called Jake Pokes Allie's Nipples with a Stick.
Poke.
Yeah.
It's a very long title.
I know. We were working on that. I didn't realize.
Spin the wheel of nipple stimulation.
Yeah, the wheel.
You got a good stick for this.
Hey, get that. Yeah, Jake went out and got a good stick for that. Hey, get that wheel ready for the wheel of Allie's nipple stimulation.
Oh, that is huge.
Show me clamps. Clamps. Let's go. So you cannot do anything involving your nipples for 7 days. Is that what if you accidentally stimulate them by like putting on a shirt or get to a cold room or something?
I don't think that putting a shirt on would stimulate my nipples.
Well,
I think it's interesting what you think women go through every day. You think every day we put on a bra and a shirt, we're like, oh.
Yeah, I do. I've seen it.
Hard nipples.
I can barely get through it. I'm just so turned on.
That must be what's happening, right?
No, and I don't think even in cold climates my nipples are that stimulated. They're just cold. It's like when you shrivel when you get in a pool. It's not anything that you're not stimulated. It's just,
I am.
Oh, God. So then the doctor finishes up and he goes, so make sure there's no nipple stimulation. By the way, you look great. And I was like, oh, thanks. And he was like, yeah, I mean, you look better. You look actually a lot better than you did before you had your first baby. And I was like, is this a compliment that he's giving me right now? Because he's telling me I look good now, which is nice. But he's also insinuating that I was a hot mess the first time I got pregnant.
But what part of your body is he looking at when he says this?
He had just taken out the little wand.
So he's down south.
He's down south, but then he was down south, told me everything looked good, looked up into my face for the first time and was like, whoa, you look good. A lot better than you did before.
Yeah, I mean, you put on I was just cursed. You put on so much weight the first time around. I mean, you were a disaster.
But thank you. But he actually said the same. But this was before I got pregnant. Before I got pregnant, I was...
Right, I was talking about that too.
Okay. So you think before I got pregnant and all the way through the pregnancy, it was all just various mess phases?
Yeah, it was like Mayday.
So you think now, do I look just like a average human being, and before I looked like a gargoyle, or what?
That's right.
Oh.
But also, I don't think there's any way this guy could remember this doctor.
Yeah, but I was seeing him like every week for a while.
Oh, okay.
Because you're going in for all these ultrasounds and stuff. But do you think that's even appropriate for a doctor to say to somebody?
Well, you can't say
you look good, better than you did last time I saw you.
You can't say you look worse. Right, so obviously the only option is you say nothing at all, or you say you look.
But if you're a doctor, you can say it. You could get away with it. That's like the only person that could get away with it.
Yeah, Omar's right.
You know?
Omar's right.
By the way, you look good.
Yeah, like doctors get away with it.
Anyway, get out of here,
That's a medical opinion.
Slap you on the ass.
Yeah.
Give you some nipple stimulation on that way out.
So
you get ass stimulation.
Every other time I saw him and he said nothing, he thought I looked horrible?
That's right.
Oh.
If a doctor doesn't tell you look good, they think you look horrible. Just remember that, okay?
Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
K-Rock. K-Rock Mile High Club. Your favorite K-Rock bands and destinations all around the world.
Hey, it's Rivers and Brian from Weezer. Pack your bags for K-Rock's Mile High Club Destination 11.
You're going to our show in Toronto, Canada.
Let's go away for a while. You and I. Say it ain't so. I don't care about that.
Listen at 9 noon, 3 and 6.
Get on the standby boarding list all week and instantly win tickets to see us at Crypto.com Arena.
October 24th, courtesy of Live Nation.
If you want to destroy my sweater, Beverly Hills.
And you'll get the chance to go away to see him again in Toronto, Canada.
Free healthcare.
Maple syrup and Weezer.
What more could you ask?
Go away, go away, go away. I leave my candy with the pork and beans.
It's K-Rock Mile High Club Destination 11, Weezer in Toronto.
Only on the world famous KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
I got into,
Why don't you tell the story?
I don't really want to get into it.
I know you don't. But
I did something that I think any guy would have done. I really do think
that doesn't make it okay, by the way.
I think it makes it fine.
Mm-mm. I understand why this is an issue.
It shouldn't be an issue, and I think that everyone will defend me.
Well, every woman that I know would be upset because it's the intention behind it that matters. And I know that, in your world, this is not a big deal, but for...
In any world, it's not a big deal.
I think for somebody who is in a relationship and is also, making time for one another, this seems like a douchey thing to do.
It's not. Well, how dare you, Allie?
I don't think that you're a douche regularly.
But
I just think this was a douchey thing to say and do.
I'm going to say this goes into the category of harmless. And
obviously not, because it has caused harm.
And anyone would have done exactly what I did.
Huh.
Hey, Klein, you get chewed out last night by the wife? You know you did, dude. You were totally perving out on that news lady, bro.
No, this had nothing to do with the news lady.
But that also did happen.
I did get chewed out, yes, because I was a big fan of the KTLA reporter that was in here yesterday. And by the way, our Instagram's an even bigger fan of her.
Oh my God, that Instagram video. And then Vanessa's like, we're killing it. And we're like, it's Alina. Really has nothing to do with us.
Someone suggested we put her in every one of our videos moving forward. Doesn't matter if they have nothing to do with her.
Just place her in the background.
I had a buddy who was supposed to have a birthday party birthday dinner last night. It was scheduled. He sent out a text a few weeks ago. Hey, hope you guys all get together. Boys dinner, celebrate my birthday. Love you to come, whatever. So I said to my wife, just so you know, Wednesday I'm out. I'm going out. I'm going to be going to dinner, probably going to be out late, drinks afterwards, the whole thing. She goes, okay. And then she said, I feel like it would have been a great night for us to hang out and the girl.
On a Wednesday night?
Yeah, I don't know. She was just saying, are you sure you don't want to stay in?
This night in particular would have been a great night.
And I said, yeah, but I'm going to, I haven't gone to this guy's last few birthday parties. He always seems to have a good time. Anyway, I'm going to the birthday party. I'll be home afterwards. You go to bed.
Tomorrow is also a great night for us to hang out.
Don't wait up for me. It's going to be a late night. It's going to be a good time. I get a message over the weekend that the party has been canceled. Someone had to be out of town. It's going to be rescheduled. It's not happening on Wednesday. So I say to her, I thought about it. And Wednesday, what if I stayed home and we hung out?
What a sacrifice.
I thought about it. I lied.
No, I didn't.
I thought about it and then decided to lie to you.
I said, what would you say if I stayed home on Wednesday and we had a fun sex night?
Did you say those words? Fun sex night?
Something like that.
And she said, please go to the party.
And she goes, go to the party. She said,
no, babe.
She said, wow. She's like, you're going to stay home? I said, yeah, I'll stay home.
So she thinks in her mind, because of what you said, that the birthday party's happening, but you have decided
I didn't say
your relationship is more important and you would like to cancel and say, hey, I would rather spend that time with my wife.
I didn't say any of those things. I just said...
You thought about it and decided, what if I stay home instead?
What if I just said, what if I stay home Wednesday? That's all I said. I didn't say party was canceled.
What's your other option?
I could have gone. I had the night. Technically, I had the night.
Gone somewhere else and walked aimlessly.
Yeah, I could have walked around by myself. Could have gone. I could have called someone else. And
it would have been
plans.
a late night.
I could have probably gotten together with some of the other guys that were going to be there and said, "Hey, you want to go out and get drinks anyway?" I'd have just said, "Great, let's. I'll stay home." She was appreciative about it. She said, "Great." Yesterday, she is getting her hair done, and she's sitting next to a woman whose husband is also friends with this guy. The odds of this
what are this? Oh, man.
One in an effing billion. And she said, "Oh, is your husband going to so and so's birthday?" And this woman said, "Oh, that party was canceled."
Mm-hmm.
So
now she looks like an idiot because she thinks that the party is still happening.
Well, she knew I wasn't going. It didn't matter. She just said, "Oh, is so and so going to the party?" "Oh, the party was canceled."
I know.
So then she sends me a message and goes, "I really appreciate that you chose to stay home with me tonight instead of go to the party." And I just said,
I love that she did that instead of just call you out.
And I said,
she wanted to continue the lie with you.
And I said,
"You're welcome."
I said, "It'll be fun." That's all I said. It'll be fun.
Yeah, because you are lying without lying.
I'm not
That's
lying.
What you are lying.
I'm omitting.
That is lying. And the intention behind it is completely different.
Vanessa, you're
and
a
she's
woman,
mad, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Vanessa's a child.
Vanessa,
And I
you're a
would be
woman
too.
child. Is what I did wrong?
Yes, but I'm saying yes, but you could have been like, "Hey, I just found out with you. I thought it was canceled."
Double down on the lie.
Yeah, like I would have discontinued it.
It was wrong, but you could have done even
you
worse.
just gotta be calm
Good
and
point.
collected
Yeah.
and just continue with like, "Yo, I just found out that it was canceled with you. What do you
Right.
mean?"
It's
Right.
canceled?
That's
What?
Well, that is a happy coincidence.
Because
Maybe
you
they
know what? It's
canceled
like a
'cause I said I
little
wasn't
white
go-
lie
Yeah.
that you're trying to protect her feelings.
You're
If
not
you white lie.
No, you're actually inflating her. Like you're fueling a fire a little bit
Well,
because
no.
you're making it seem like you have made the decision to be with her instead of your friends, and that means something to her. So the fact that all of that was a sham, and yes, even
Not
if you
a
had omitted it, you painted that picture for
Right,
her,
but
and you
Allie-
knew that's what she thought was happening.
okay, but you know me. What are the odds I was probably not going to go anyway? Like, what are the odds I realized...
Irrelevant.
Not really. Historically, a lot of times I plan on going somewhere and then I go, traffic, forget it, I'm
This
staying
is
home.
but why lie? Why omit that?
Yeah, 818
You just
says,
wanted to seem like a good guy.
818 says he didn't lie, he just left out facts.
I'm assuming.
That woman is a snitch. Yes, you're right. I got snitched out. I mean, the odds of that are like...
So you're going to be mad at the woman instead of yourself?
So you guys snitched on telling the truth? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
She snitched and told the facts.
She told the facts that the party got canceled.
She didn't know she was snitching.
No, she didn't know.
She was just being a human
anyway,
being.
long story short, I did not have sex night last night.
Uh-huh.
So there you go.
And it was a long night.
It was
for bad reasons.
A long night.
Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ. KROQ.
I do have a bit of an update. Not an IVF update, an update on my wife and her adventures in tapping. Now, you recall...
Tapping ass. Right?
Tapping daddy.
Right. That's the most important update you can... I thought you were going to talk about boring tap
She
dancing.
has graduated.
Yeah, she's tapping that ass.
So you remember, I can't remember how long it's been now, but it's been a while, and she decided that she wanted to go back to her tapping days where she really only studied tap for a couple of years when she was like 10, like every other person.
All these people are trying to go back to simpler times. Being an adult sucks. I want to go back to this thing that brought me joy when I was 10.
Yeah.
What did I do when I was 10? Oh, I did tap.
Yeah,
I'll
I
do
did
that
tap
again.
lessons, and she had really scoured the area for any adult tap classes, and then she was getting frustrated because
Couldn't find any dorks.
she couldn't find enough dorks, and there were a few that would show up to this 6:30 Tuesday class, but then she was like, they're too flaky, and I'm like, yeah, because they're all like either teenagers or they're old, and it's like, my hip hurts or I have a doctor's appointment, I can't go.
I think that's why old people like tap, because it covers up the sound of their bones cracking.
So for a while I was hearing this.
At your house.
Yeah.
Constantly. Oh, my God. I mean, that just sounds terrible. I mean, you have a kid sleeping upstairs while this is going on?
Yes, but then... Oh, sorry, hold on.
Oh, my God.
I like how you tell your wife is white.
I mean, by the way, no rhythm, and also of all the dancing,
she's gotten a lot better.
Of all of the dancing you could decide you want to do, this is the least sexy by far. Every other dance, there's like a sexiness to it, except for this one.
I know. I'm like, can you pole dance? Can you? I even got her a board, a tap board, and I put it in the garage.
Got a
and I'm
board
like,
to hit her on the head
here
with
you go.
and knock her out. She wouldn't do this anymore.
I'm going to get on this. I'm going to waterboard you. So I said, now you can tap outside the house, because she was scuffing up the floors every night practicing inside the house.
That's a great defense system against burglars and anyone that would break into your house.
Exactly.
Lesbian tapping
They
in the
opened the
driveway.
garage to tap board, go, I'm out of here. So then she stopped using it because she said the board just wasn't the same as the real floors under her feet.
Jesus Christ.
Now, cut to now, she has gotten a lot better. She has now found a group that is committed. And last night in class, they brought up the idea of doing a recital. And she has
Isn't that
said
for
yes
children, a
to that
recital?
opportunity. Well, when I asked some clarifying questions, it was she was very sensitive about it, because it's just
As she should be.
it's just her and one other person.
Oh, it's two people, and they want to do a recital.
Which I don't even know if you can call it a recital if it's only two people and the teacher.
I don't think you can call it a recital if you're over the age of 8.
And I said, so it's just the two of you that are doing like 5 songs, and I'm going to go watch?
5?
And she was like, no. Well, I don't know how many dances they're going to do. I know it's more than one. But I said, where is this going to be? And she said, we don't know when and where yet, but it's probably going to be in June. And I was like, okay, and you're going to be the only ones on the lineup, or who else is going to be performing? And she said, no, this is a showcase for the school, the tap school.
Oh, my God.
So it is going to be all the...
Going out of business.
And if you've ever been to a dance recital...
It's going to be the worst June ever. That's what I'm getting
I
at.
guess. So it's going to be all the other children that are in the tap school, and then Katie and this other person, who is also a lesbian, by the way.
Oh, shocker.
So it's and if you've ever been to a recital, I've done dance recitals when I was younger, there's always one rogue adult class.
That has to go out and do it.
That has to go out and do
So
their
sad,
thing and prove
weird.
that they're like... you know, dedicated also. So that's what she's going to be. And she already said that she doesn't want me to be there. I think she's going to change her mind about that. But she also is wanting recommendations from me about what song to select.
If you're not going to be there, then the audience will be a total of 0 people. So I think she should want you to be there, so at least there's someone in the audience.
And she not only is she going to want me to be there, she's going to want me to bring friends.
Well,
She's going to want
busy.
me. Can you be my plus one?
No,
Will you help
definitely.
me select a song for her? Because she doesn't want to. She said, I want
Give her
something that's going to be
Macarena.
fun.
Give her the Macarena.
That's what I said.
The Macarena.
Swamp.
Yeah, do the Swamp Ass theme song. Hey, you want to hear it, Allie? I'll
I
play
was
it for
hearing
you.
jazz versions of Lady Gaga songs last night and being asked about my opinion.
Here, get her tap dancing sounds ready. Let's see how this sounds over this song that we got earlier today from Postmaster Johnny. If we get her tapping over there.
Hey now, it's Swamp Ass, let's sniff some booty. Hey now, it's Swamp Ass, let's sniff some booty. Oh my, what is that smell? Oh, it's just Jake sniffing booty. Gross.
Actually kind of works. It's actually unbelievable. Man.
You can put it with any song,
You should
really.
do that. You should do a recital on the side of a cliff. I think you should.
Don't you recite right off the boom?
Klein Alley Show.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. A lot of people on the phones already at 800-520-1067. I think I know why. But right now, let's get into this conversation, most least time, and we will figure out who is I was about to say drunkest on the show.
I think we know that. It's you.
Yeah.
You and Vanessa. And I'm here for it.
Today, we're going to figure out who is the gayest on the show. And if Allie
gay.
doesn't win this, it's going to be a goddamn shame because Allie decided that you were gay. Allie's been gay a long ass time.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at.
Go more into my history.
So the reality is, not everyone agrees that Allie is the gayest on the show.
Right.
And yesterday we learned that Omar loves parades, you hate parades. So we said you have to hand your gay card over to Omar.
Yeah, and Omar also loves gardening.
I do.
He's given me gardening advice multiple
I don't even think
times.
that's Omar's made out with guys, and that's not even the gayest thing about Omar.
That was one time.
He's a softball coach. Let's point that out.
Yes,
So-
that's so true.
Omar is.
He's like, let's go, ladies!
Omar is between the gardening and the parades and the softball coaching and the makeup and the fact he's made out with dudes and the fact that on top of everything else, Allie, this guy is the one guy that's actually sent us pictures of another man's penis.
Oh, that's right.
Well, that's because I got an unsolicited pic, a D pic from this concrete.
Unsolicited?
Yeah, I didn't ask for it.
Well, also, I think another talking point is that Omar uses very over-the-top words for boobs. Like gazongas and,
right.
you know, and it's
Like
like
a gay
gosh,
guy
I
would
love
do.
those big jugs,
Right.
you know, like
Right. Yeah,
he's trying to make up words that are, you
Calcium
know.
cannons. I like that one.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So who has Omar as gayest on their
Oh,
list?
me.
You do.
Oh, no way. Johnny's gayest. For sure.
Johnny was third on my list.
Oh,
No
thank
way.
you.
Who is between Omar and Johnny on your list?
I'm looking at him.
Yeah,
Me?
I have you as number 2 on my list.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, dude.
Get out of here.
Oh, your drink orders, your coffee drink orders.
Oh, yeah.
So gay. And also,
My coffee drink orders
multiple
are so
times
gay.
I have seen you buy a cold coffee drink that is a sippy cup and then put a straw inside of it.
And you wore ladies' pants.
Yeah,
And you cross your legs a lot, too.
Yeah, and then you do that weird perch thing. Like you're perching on a dong.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
Or
You-
another guy.
Perching on a dog.
You're just, I've
You
seen
got-
that
And
perch.
we found out
How
that
many
you're, that
people-
you're a woo-woo-woo guy.
How many people have me as number 2 on their list?
Me.
I do. You know, I have you at 3.
Vanessa?
I have him at last.
Yeah,
Really?
that's right, Vanessa.
No way.
Also, who else got pulled aside by TSA because of their hand lotion?
Okay, by the way,
And who has this fancy bag? You have your little Timu bag or whatever it is. And who's the fancy boy on the show?
Yeah, and who complains the most about being cold?
Yeah, and you're
You.
a pie wine guy.
First of all, a couple things.
Who started a wine company?
Vanessa,
Yeah.
it's a pizza company.
gay.
It's a pizza company. That's nothing more straight than pizza, guys.
And who gets obsessed that he spilled something on his shirt?
Vanessa,
Yeah, that's right.
on my
You never hear the end of it.
I know.
All morning. I spilled coffee on it.
Vanessa is to me the straightest on the show.
Yeah, same. She was
Vanessa-
last on my list.
Straight, even
No,
though
I have
she.
Allie. Allie's the straightest.
Do you think Allie's the straightest?
Yeah, I
most
think
definitely.
Vanessa has a little bit
What?
more feminine qualities than Allie.
Vanessa, did you share a bed with that girl on the cruise you went on?
No, I didn't.
Oh, see, she's so straight.
And you've never done anything gay ever?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like real straight.
I know.
But she likes.
Sometimes I question my outfits, but that's about it.
But yeah, that's a good point.
Well, there's sometimes where she has this weird, like, Mormon wives look, but other than that, I think you do a great job.
I
with your
have
outfits.
Vanessa as straightest, but above her I have Jake, and then above
Oh.
Jake is Allie as number 3, and then I have Johnny as 2 gayest because Johnny. I mean, let's be honest, the belly shirts. He sent us a picture of him massaging another dude accidentally.
Oh, and
All
he
he cares about is
yeah.
He's constantly cares about his appearance,
Yeah.
but he's also kind of like Gen Z gay, which is almost like not.
But the
gay.
mullet thing kind of gives him like a Joan Jett look.
I remember when he sent us that picture of him like butt rubbing against his friend.
Yeah, he slept with his buddy Kai.
Yeah.
Oh, that was every night for like all of 2023 and 2024.
yeah.
All right, I'm moving Johnny to number 1.
Let's also not forget that he serviced our boss.
That's right. He's
That's
also
true.
got hired here by going down on multiple bosses. Just want to make that crystal clear.
Jake was second to last on my list. He was not last because he still likes purple a little too much.
Oh, that's a
That's
good
the-
point.
Color Kings.
He's obsessed with his rescue dog, which is such a lesbian thing.
Yeah.
He eats like a girl now because he doesn't eat as much as he used to. So he's like, he had a sandwich and then was like, I'll probably just have a snack later.
He did say that.
That was a big sandwich.
Yeah, Jake. You know what? You're going higher.
Big man sandwich.
Jake, you're going gayer than my list. I'm moving Jake up a spot.
He had a sandwich at 2.
I've never said. Jake did say that. I had a sandwich this morning, and I probably won't eat all day.
I know. I couldn't eat another bite.
Jake, you're going way up, dude. You may be a
Whatever. That was a big sandwich. You know it.
You just moved.
You were jealous of my sandwich.
And by the way, he went into detail about that sandwich with me. I buy a tub of spinach.
But,
he went
yeah.
into the whole specifics.
Loved it. And also, I think his snack at the end of the day ended up being a handful of nuts.
Okay.
It was like a very small snack.
Jake, you've just moved up from second to
It was
last
Cheez-Its.
to
Oh, it was
just below Omar on my list of gay now. Johnny, you're down a spot.
Hell yeah, brother.
Allie, as the gayest person as the only person on the show that is gay, do you think that this order is accurate?
Yeah.
So you think that you're that low down?
I mean, I'm a little bummed that I'm not higher on the list, but I just think you guys outgayed me, and you outgay me every single day. I'm not a person who you look at me and go, wow, what a massive dyke.
No, we all say that behind your back.
Oh.
Every time you leave the room, we say that. We said.
All right. Well, have you seen my turkey sandwich?
Yeah, we sure have. Hey, Jared, good morning. You're on KROQ. Why are you calling?
What's up, Klein? I heard some crickets, man.
Yes, you did hear crickets, which means you get tickets. And congratulations, you're going to go see some celebrity flag football. Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, and more. It's happening. 4-pack of tickets will be this Saturday, BMO Stadium. All right?
Woo, thank you, sir.
Fanatics Flag Football Classic. You're as good as in.
You take the L out of that flag.
When you're Can't say that.
You can because you're gay.
I guess I
You have a
can.
pass.
I've been given the F card, so I will say that very loudly in exactly 3 seconds on KROQ.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
106.7 KROQ, Klein Alley Show. That's right, still on the air. And for some of you, maybe even you, this is your first day listening to the show. And you're deciding right now, do I like these people or do I hate them? And we always say it takes about 3 days before you realize you hate us. But sometimes, every once in a while, you come around.
Yeah, and whether you're on day 1 or 3, the good news is that we have bribery for you to keep you around.
Yeah, and this is an opportunity for you to not only call, but to grab the final spot from us to hop on the standby boarding list to go see Weezer in, I was about to say Japan, but that would be way off.
That's way farther.
I was thinking because when Rivers was in here, Jake said afterwards, last week we talked to Weezer on the show, and Jake's like, you should have done the interview in Japanese. Rivers would have thought that was so cool.
Like, why would you think we could talk to him in Japanese?
Yeah, and we said to Jake, how would we have any ability to speak to Rivers in Japanese? We could barely speak to him in English.
Yeah.
And that's our language.
But you're going to Toronto,
Anyway.
not Tokyo.
So it's much easier language to figure out. You'll be going to Toronto. If you are the 20th caller right now, we have a spot for you on the standby boarding list to go see Weezer in Toronto, 800-520-1067, plus tickets to see their upcoming show just announced as part of their new tour. Weezer, The Gathering. You'll be at their Crypto.com show on October 24th. If you are the 20th caller right now, we pick you up in a moment on KROQ.
Call now. Arigato.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
Allie, I know you got pulled over, I think it was 2 weeks ago on your way to work.
Yeah, I still got to deal with that.
And I
also realize I'm not eligible for traffic school.
Right, because you were going too fast. 30 miles
per hour.
Yeah. She was going 30 over the speed limit.
But you can still fight it, right?
I was going 29 over the speed limit. Yes, I just don't know if I'm going to fight it in person because I have a hateable face, or if I should pay somebody. A bunch of people were sending me like services that'll be like F your ticket and fix your ticket and all those places. So I'm still deciding.
Yesterday I was making a very abrupt exit off of the 101, and I had a very interesting encounter with CHP when I got pulled over.
Well, why did you get pulled over?
Well, there's a couple of reasons, and I'll tell you how this
exit. That's not a reason.
Did you have to crap?
What's the real reason?
I was. It's really,
sir, I'm pulling you over for an abrupt exit.
It's a stupid reason why I got pulled over. I'll tell you what the guy said why I got pulled over, but the real reason I got pulled over is because I realized as I was passing the exit I needed to be taking that I kind of missed my exit. And
I see.
And then I did a very, I guess... Last minute maneuver.
How many lanes you cut over?
4.
Yeah, it makes you feel like a NASCAR driver. You're like, whoa, yeah.
4, and then the guy not only put the sirens on, but in the moment of me like exiting to then realize I was the one getting pulled over, which is a weird feeling and not great. He also felt the need to pull out the megaphone of shame, which is like. I didn't even have a moment to even start the pull. You, let's go, get it up. Like he starts that thing as well, and
That's scary. It's so loud.
But like, if you're gonna get pulled over, you owe it to other people on the road to wait till you can pull over to a place where you're going to be less of an inconvenience to everyone else. I wasn't going to pull over right away and block the exit ramp, so I wanted to do the full exit ramp and then drive
So
a
you
little
got
bit.
you got off the freeway and you were
course.
going to wait to make like a turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just called being a decent human.
Yeah.
No. You got to pull over wherever that dude tells you to pull over.
No,
man.
he was wrong.
Those are the rules.
Yeah,
He was wrong. Great start.
He was wrong. I would have messed up that whole exit for hundreds of people.
You know, this guy might have let you off with a warning or something. If he had like another call to go to, he was just going to, make sure you're not under the influence or something.
Well,
but you decided to, be, I'm going to pull over here.
I went down the whole exit ramp. He kept saying, pull it over, turn it off. And I kept going. I kind of did a wave out the window like, I hear you, but I'm going to keep going until I get to a good. And then
Like
I
a
turned.
beauty pageant
I
window.
went-
Pissing him off at this point,
Kind of
dude.
crossed 4 lanes of traffic.
Yeah, well, then the guy, then I pull over, and he gives he still yells on the thing, turn the car off, hands on the wheel. And I should point out, in the back seat, I have both my daughters and one of their friends. 3 girls in the back seat.
Nice.
On our way to a baseball. Nice. Feeling good. On our way to
Tell him that.
one of my kids' baseball games that we're running late to. Already.
Is everyone properly
seat belted? Yes.
Okay.
They're all seat belted. But yeah, I'm not an idiot. I mean,
sometimes one of them is not in a car seat or whatever.
You're not an idiot. You had children in the car, and you just cut across 4 lanes on the highway.
yeah, but that's something I do regularly. I never.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm good at that move.
It's funny when you get pulled over and you're like, what should I say? And then you're like, the things that you're saying to yourself, you're like, this just sounds
Well, I
so
turn back
bad.
to the kids and they go, what's going on? They're kind of freaking out because for all of them, it's the first time ever
Daddy's
being
going to
pulled
prison.
over. And
Yeah.
I said, just be cool.
Oh.
That's what I said to the kids.
That's good advice. It's good advice.
Which I don't even. They're like, what does that
What
mean?
does that mean?
Just be cool. And I'm like, and I
I would say
realized,
just don't speak.
yeah, or
Don't speak at all.
yeah. So of course the guy comes up and he's like,
Because kids want to be right. And if you're going to lie to the cop, they're going to be the first to say, no, that's not what
But
happened.
also, you have that one daughter who's kind of intimidating. So
yeah, right. I don't want to. I don't want
speak
to.
up.
Right. I don't want to get pulled out of the car, and beaten by the cop. So I say, hey, I said, just be cool. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I'll handle this. Daddy will handle this. So the guy comes up. Do you know why I pulled you over? First he goes, where are you headed? And I said, I'm on a world tour. I thought it would be funny because of the Justin Timberlake video.
Oh, man.
He goes, excuse me, what? And I go, world tour. I can't.
Oh,
really,
you doubled down? You didn't explain it?
I said, I can't really explain what that is.
Don't be stealing my crickets, dude.
And
You're betting on so many
it was the
things.
biggest. It was-
You're betting on that guy knowing the story,
What?
following the update of the story, and watching the video of the story to know that reference.
Yeah, why would he not? If you're pulling people over all day and you
Do
get
you
a big
have a real job?
you get a big story
Yeah,
like
he's
Justin
busy.
Timberlake.
You don't have 18 minutes to sit and watch Justin Timberlake's DUI video.
So as I'm saying this, my kid in the back goes, "Daddy, you're lying. We're going to my baseball game." So already now
you're getting called out.
paints me as a liar to the guy. Guy says, pulled you over because you have expired you have expired plates, is what the guy basically said to me.
No, that's easy to talk your way out of.
And I said, yeah, I know.
You have paper plates?
No, I have my old plates from my old car that I put on the new car that don't really go with the new car.
Cool.
What? That's like super illegal.
Yeah, he told me this.
Because you don't want
how's
to
he
have
able to tell?
He
Klein
says,
doesn't want to pay tolls.
He says, can I get your license? And I said, I don't have
Oh,
that
no.
on
Oh,
me.
dude.
And he goes, can I get your insurance? And I go, a registration, paper registration or insurance. And I go, I don't have any of those. I
So
have
you
nothing.
had nothing that he asked you for?
I have nothing. He's
Wait,
like,
don't you? But most people have insurance on their phone.
I was
through an
able.
app.
I was able to find at some point after he kind of did the whole thing where he's like, why don't you sit here for a little bit? I'm going to walk back and figure out if this is even your car. And I'm like, it is my car. And he goes, well, I can't find anything that shows this is your car. And I have nothing to show him. I have nothing on
You
me.
could have kidnapped all those 3 girls and stolen the car.
Right. I mean, this is what the guy, it went from being kind of a friendly interaction to like all of a sudden I realize as I'm talking, everything I'm saying
You're a suspect.
makes me more suspicious.
And maybe you saw the cop and you're like, I better get off the freeway before he knows I kidnapped
And
these girls.
And I think he thought that I made like an aggressive move to evade him, and as a
Right.
result, so he starts going back and doing the typing thing, and that's an annoying part because you're sitting in the car. By the way, very hot day in the valley. Car's got to be off, so there's no AC now. The car's off, so I'm starting to cook in there, and the guy and I don't want to. Do that move where you go take the hands off the wheel and the guy comes up and he, guns out. Meanwhile, kids in the car and they're going, Dad, we're going to be late to the baseball game. We're already late to the game. I didn't want to tell them this. I was like, we were already.
That was never a thing.
Yeah, we were going to be late already. If we had not gotten pulled over, we were still going to be late. So don't worry. And then he comes back and he goes, couple of problems here. I don't show that this car even has active registration.
What? You don't have your registration at all?
He goes, I'm not showing anything about it, and I don't have a license from you. I said, I have a picture of a license.
You don't know. I mean, he can look up your driver's license. Can't you explain, like, officer, this is prehistoric. Why am I handing you pieces of paper?
Right.
Why am I handing you a physical ID card? I have everything in a digital form for you.
I say these things. He's annoyed by it because he goes, you know, the rules are you're supposed to drive with a license. Oh, yeah, I'm well aware, sir. Well aware.
By the way, the amount of times that I drive with a license are like 1 in 100.
Right.
I happened to get pulled over when I had it because we were going to the airport that
Does
day.
anyone have their license on them right now if you're sitting around listening to this story driving?
Yes.
Maybe. Well, Jake,
Yeah,
you're a
I
nerd.
always 1,000% of the time carry it.
Oh, great. You guys are better than me.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, it must be nice. Okay? So I say...
You guys are not above the law. What's wrong with you guys?
I just figure if I get pulled over there, number one, I don't get pulled over very often, and number two, I have evidence of my license somewhere.
Yeah, Photoshop's not a thing, huh?
Guy claims to me that there's some issues with the car that I'm driving. He's like, is this your car? I said, yes. Did you buy it used? No, I leased it. Okay, because I don't show any connection to you, from you and this car. I go, what? He goes, there's no connection. I go, how is that possible?
Huh.
He goes, I don't know, but it's coming up as no connection. So here's what I should be doing right now. What I should be doing is towing this car right now.
Amazing.
Amazing. And then I hear the kids are like in the back going, look, are you serious? Are you serious? So they're going nuts. And he's like, I should be towing the car right now. And there's a pretty substantial fine because you're driving in a unregistered car and you don't have active registration and you don't have a license on you. And then he didn't even go into whole tinting.
And the world tour joke.
And the joke.
Yeah,
Bad
that
joke,
was the
too.
worst part.
The biggest violation of comedy.
He goes, let me go back and see if I can do anything. Comes back again, and I see now he's got the printed out thing. So I go, man. So
you have a ticket.
I'm not going to get a warning. I was thinking at some point, I tried to.
Maybe you can overlook these 6-7 things. I mean, at one point did you think he was just going to let you off?
By like the 5th or 6th thing he brought up, I realized this is not going to be one of those.
It's a lot of warnings.
It's a lot of warnings. He comes back. He's got that long print out of a ticket, so long, like a scroll,
like CVS receipt style.
Yeah, CVS style. And he's like, "Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take your car, but you did not have a license on you, so I'm going to write you a fix-it ticket."
Oh, BS! I throw that right in the garbage.
And he goes, "You need to go into a CHP office and show them that you actually have a license."
Oh my God!
And they're probably going to be a little fine, about $20.
Oh.
And I need you to deal with the rest of the stuff because if someone else pulls you over, they'll probably take your car. And that was it.
Wow, good for you.
And I was thinking to myself, the whole time that's happening, Allie's going to be so mad about this.
That you got off with a fix-it ticket.
With a fix-it ticket.
I'm not mad at you. I don't want you to go through what I'm going through.
But of all of the things that he could have gotten me with, that was like the way of being like, look, I got to explain why I've just had you over for the last 30 minutes, so I'm just going to give you this fix-it ticket, and now I got to go into a CHP and show them I have a license and pay a fine.
My wife had to do that, and it is annoying to have to go into a CHP. But it was for the same registration. You have to show them the thing, and then they have to come out and see it, and then they have to make sure that the license plate's on there and all that stuff. It's an inconvenience.
So, anyway.
But not as bad as your insurance going up and having your car towed. And all that stuff.
Why didn't Klein say, "Don't you know me? My jacket was on SNL"?
Yeah.
I should have said that. I was busy with the.
He
Justin
would have gotten
Timberlake.
the reference, I'm sure.
So anyway, of the big pullovers of the weekend, Justin Timberlake, move over. The bigger one happened off Woodman Avenue on Sunday, and it was a fascinating experience with CHP Officer Simmons. Thank you for the pullover. Greatly appreciate it. He did say, Allie, that he'll be looking for you. I said, you got to look for
Oh, thanks a lot. You know, I support you.
No, he didn't say it. He had no knowledge of our show, which was great.
There's a rogue lesbian taking over the freeways of Southern California somewhere. She's probably pleasuring herself.
Yeah, I got a friend who's knuckle
She's
deep
on
right
the loose.
now. You're letting her self-pleasure right there. You got me pulled over, a car full of kids.
KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Hey, it's Rivers and Brian from Weezer. Pack your bags for KROQ's Mile High Club Destination 11.
You're going to our show in Toronto, Canada.
Let's go away for a while. You and I. Say it ain't so. I don't care about that.
Listen
Jackson at 9, noon, 3, and 6.
Get on the standby boarding list all week and instantly win tickets to see us at Crypto.com Arena.
October 24th, courtesy of Live Nation.
If you want to destroy my sweater, Beverly Hills.
And you'll get the chance to go away to see him again in Toronto, Canada.
Free healthcare,
Maple syrup and Weezer.
what more could you ask?
Go away, go away, go away. I leave my candy with the pork and beans.
It's KROQ Mile High Club Destination 11, Weezer in Toronto.
Only on the world famous KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. There's lots going on in the world to be happy about. Then there's stuff to be upset about. And then there's this level of upset.
You know why I'm mad? It's bull.
I don't understand why, though. Jake is very upset about something that's been happening here at KROQ. And Jake gets upset about things from time to time, but this one has really bothered him a lot. And he is...
He won't let it go.
He won't let it go. It's been now a week. He's still getting so mad about it. And...
I've calmed down a little bit.
You have?
I've had a weekend to get over stuff.
Well, just wait another 5 minutes. You're probably going to be on the edge again.
So we mentioned Sublime will be stopping by this week. We actually have quite a few KROQ bands that will be coming by to hang out with us in studio this week. It's just one of those weeks where a lot of people are in town or promoting stuff, so it's going to be an endless parade of KROQ artists stopping by. And we got a pitch that Jake was super excited about because it would have involved his favorite musician ever.
Is that correct, Jake? Your favorite?
He's one of my favorites.
Maynard James Keenan.
Of Tool.
But he wasn't coming in to talk about Tool. He was coming in, but potentially was going to come in and talk about Pussifer, which is one of
his side project.
His other projects that Jake loves talking about. Jake's a big fan of Pussifer.
I am, yeah.
And Jake selfishly really wanted this to happen.
He doesn't get a lot of it, though.
No, he gets no Pussifer.
Hilarious.
That's the merch Jake has to sell. No Pussifer
I get
merch.
no Pussifer.
Jake, please make those shirts. And that's why maybe he's such a fan of the band. He gets to even say the first part of it. So you're upset because, this was when we found out. So, whenever we get a pitch, especially if it's a musical guest, we have to run it by Miles, who's the music director at KROQ, and determines what's happening and what's not happening based on what we're playing right now in KROQ.
Yeah, usually it goes through them in the first place, but when we get a pitch, we just have to check in with them.
So, I don't know, Jake's in some weird fan club for Pussifer. They sent him, hey, Maynard, he was going to be on the phone or come in the studio?
I didn't get any confirmation, but probably on the phone.
Right. So anyway,
they're on tour right now. Started yesterday,
and I guess they passed on this for now, and we had to deliver this news to Jake, who was really sad for a few reasons, because Jake really wants to talk to Maynard James Keenan because he thinks he's the best.
He's pretty great.
Do you have like a list of questions that you were going to ask him?
I have a couple in mind, but there's been so many interviews, I would have to really kind of dig to figure out a question that I would think that he would be.
Already.
Give me your first
question. That was niche enough and specific and related to no one.
Yeah, give me your first question you were thinking about, Jake.
Well, each Pussifer album has a goddamn it.
Boring.
No, go ahead, get it out.
Each Pussifer album has kind of a unique, ambiance or like a aesthetic to it. And my question was going to be, what was the decision process behind this aesthetic for this new album?
Boring.
I'm gonna make it less wordy though.
Yeah, great. So this was us telling Jake off the air that Maynard James Keenan would not be coming.
I think it's important to mention that this is his lesser-known side project, right? Because the main one is A Perfect Circle, right?
Right, of course. Well, he's got.
So this is like more people don't really give a crap about.
This is 4
right?
degrees away from Tool. We're at
right
now, at least.
I like Pussifer more than A Perfect Circle.
It's not about what you... Once again, Jake.
It's about, the mass.
The general person who's just driving right now to work and going all right, do I care at all about this?
Okay, well, the general person likes Maynard James Keenan.
He's an interesting person.
Right, but here's Vanessa and the rest of us explain to Jake why he was passed on.
That's such horse.
Jake, I want this for you because that's your favorite band, but it's just not happening.
That's though. This is bullshit, you guys. There's no way.
Whoa. At this time to pass.
That's the dumbest thing.
I know.
Why?
Since when do we need
Tessa's eating
to play their song? That's not how it goes. We have Chavo on, and we didn't play new Sit Them Down. They didn't have new coming out.
We had Chavo on? Jake's getting really upset and going over all the people we've agreed to have on the show that
Or on the station.
Right. You go, you guys had Ice Cube in last year. Well, you had Ice
We
Cube.
had Tom Morello on.
Right.
We had Florence on. We didn't play her new song.
Yeah, we did.
Of course we did. We did a whole album release for Florence. And she wasn't promoting, wasn't Florence and the Machine
She was
promoting.
promoting her new tour, Everybody Screams, and we played her single.
Okay, well, they're promoting the Pussifer tour. Everybody ran spots for it and gave away tickets. And we're still giving away tickets. Coming out.
We had Chavo on?
Yeah, Chavo came out like at night.
At night.
So what?
This is the morning.
So it's still on KROQ.
We're number one.
This is, you guys man, this is bull.
We're not lying to you.
You're so pissed, dude.
It's such horse.
Why?
What do you mean, what, why? It's the least.
He's so mad. He's so mad. And we're just the messengers, Jake. This isn't our call. This was like a above us call.
I understand, but arguably, Maynard is the lead singer of the biggest LA rock band out there, and to not have him on is a ridiculously dumb decision.
Why?
What do you mean, what, why? It's the lead singer of one of the biggest K-Rock bands, and this is one of the biggest bands on the planet, and we're going to pass it up.
Cool, this ain't 95,
on your planet.
We play them.
Johnny, it ain't 95, dog.
For real, bro.
Jake is so
He
mad.
patted me on the knee. I was about to deck him.
He patted me on the knee.
Dude, Uncle's going crazy, bro.
Like, don't touch me, Johnny.
Uncle's going crazy.
Hey, Jake, what's been the follow-up? Because apparently you've sent other
You sent
emails,
emails?
texts and stuff. You're trying to
I
go.
sent a text to Miles to see if that was a real thing or in case he was messing with us, and he didn't respond.
Oh.
What's the email? What's the text you sent to Miles about
I
that?
just asked him, like, hey, did you really pass on Maynard? I just want to know in case Klein and Allie are messing with me.
And he just didn't respond?
No, he didn't respond.
That's great.
All right, well, anyway. It's a pass. Oh, it's only a pass for now, they said.
Okay.
Things could change. 208 said, Justice for Jake. In-depth questions are much better than superficial, idiotic pop star questions that they usually get asked in these interviews. So there are a lot of people who would love for Jake to interview Maynard.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Jake, give us another sampling. If they were to change their mind, that he were to come in, what would you ask?
Well, he's done a lot of things. He's the frontman of 3 bands. He has a winery. He's making coffee.
Well, he's not
now.
the front man. He's never on the front of the stage.
He's the back man. He's always hiding behind the scaffolding.
That's for Tool.
Right.
But, I heard rumors of them starting a gin product.
Oh.
Does he ever want to just take a nap? Because he's very busy.
You were going to ask if he wants to take a nap?
But with that preface.
Oh, I see.
Is that because you're such a big napper?
Yes. But just reading about what all he does makes me sleepy.
323 said, this sounds like Klein and Allie are giving a mom and dad talk, telling Jake he can't go out this weekend.
I know. He's so mad.
He's so mad.
Boring. All right, well,
it's
Jake,
not our choice.
Listen, you know us. We're fighting for it. We're fighting the good fight. I would love
Are you?
Yeah, but you know what? Behind the scenes, to be fair, you did also say, and this is the part where I think you think about you more than the listeners, you said, it's my lifelong dream to get a picture with Maynard James Keenan.
I did not say that.
Holding my dog.
I would say that'd be pretty great, yes. But it's not my lifelong dream. I just thought that would be awesome. I would love that.
I believe you said that's like your number one thing on your whole bucket list is a picture of Maynard James Keenan holding your dog.
After getting the lead singer Mars Volta holding her, yes, it's my next bucket list picture. I would love that.
But you understand
Hey, Jake, is there any part of you that, thinks that you need to be a professional when artists come in and don't put your dog, like, in people's hands?
People love the dog.
It doesn't matter.
Answer the question.
I think you gave...
Yes, it does matter.
You gave
If they
Gavin
didn't like the
Rosdale
dog, it
fleas.
definitely matter.
Gavin
The dog's
Rosdale...
like their favorite thing about this coming here.
According to who?
Lots of people.
They just feel obliged every time they have to hold
Correct.
your damn dog,
Correct.
bro. It's so awkward when you
Whatever.
do that,
I've
and I gotta
watched
get
it.
stuff from them, and you're just like, yeah, hold my dog.
Yeah, I've
Take a
watched.
photo.
It's exactly what happens. There's no warning. There's no foreplay. He walks up like he's walking by him in the hall and just hands the dog and says, "Hold it quick!" And then he grabs it. It's unbelievable.
Florence says she didn't want the dog during the interview because she wouldn't be able to think. She loved the dog more than anything else here.
That's definitely something you say to people.
Yeah.
I won't be able to think straight.
Right.
Don't give me the dog.
You guys know this to be true.
Man,
we have to go.
We got to take a break. Hi, Lisa.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, so hey, Jake, I'm with you because, okay, so I've been a professional drummer for a really long time, and I'm a psychotherapist, so I've got like a creative psychological vantage point. And I agree that Tool is one of the most sophisticated bands in the world. Number two.
It's not about Tool, though, because he's not
We're
coming
not
to talk
talking about
Tool.
Tool.
We're talking about Pussifer, his least important band. Right, Jake?
But we're also talking to the lead singer, who's the lead singer of Tool.
Okay. We got to take a break. A lot of people on the phone are feeling one of two ways about you right now. We'll be right back with more show after this. Who is the angriest? I don't even know if we have to do this now. Who's the angriest on the show? Most, least, angriest?
Get your votes in.
Get your votes in. We'll come back with the answer, Jake,
I'm not
next.
the angriest.
Okay.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. When did you learn about drugs, the dangers of drugs? Do you remember when you were first introduced to drugs in school, or if you learned about it on the playground? Learned about it from a stepdad. I learned it from watching you, okay?
You know, I remember learning more about sex than I do about drugs, but I think when they taught us about drugs, I want to say I was in 7th grade, and I don't think they talked too much about specific drugs. It was just drugs. There's drugs out there, and they're bad.
My kid, who's in 3rd grade now, came home yesterday and said that she was taught about drugs. They started teaching about drugs in 3rd
They
grade.
don't clear that with you, by the way. My school, they clear like any kind of like drug talk, any sex talk. They have to get-
to be fair, Omar, they probably did send us something that I never read. So maybe
Because I was on drugs.
Because I was on drugs, so I didn't
And
read
watching
it.
porn.
But no, I don't know. I was surprised. Well, first of all, also I should point out that what her definition of drugs is, she started accusing me of being hooked on drugs, and I thought she found my shoebox full of fun stuff, and then it turns out that she was talking about that I do caffeine every day.
Oh, okay.
And that caffeine, did she wanted to let me know, did you know caffeine is a drug? And you and Mommy drink a lot of coffee.
Oh, dude, this is that if you have sex once, you're going to get pregnant kind of mentality.
Right.
Coffee is not a drug.
Of course not. I mean, it is.
Want to know a real drug?
Right.
Meth, that's a drug.
I was going to tell her. I was like, you think that's a drug? You should see what I got in the shoebox you can't reach. That's the drug box.
You're like, if the coffee's not working, I take Adderall. That's more of a drug.
So here's how this started. And I picked up with when she said, we're learning about drugs now. When I said, that seems
that seems early. What is she, 9?
It's L.A. though, yeah. So what are you learning about?
Green. Stupid man. Stupid man. Fat man.
Oh, that's the other one. That's,
Clearly, they haven't learned about bullying yet.
They've learned all about it. I wanted to record what my older daughter has learned about drugs, but as soon as I, grab the phone
She's
to record,
got to get her sound bites in.
Yeah, the little one's got to get her.
Fat man, hey, fat man, come on, hey.
She knows what the people want. That's her catchphrase. So
Stupid man. Fat man.
What did they teach you in school about caffeine?
Yeah. It affects people differently, but it can make you be all like tired and lazy and like.
So this is what caffeine could do, according to what she learned in school. It
Can make you tired and lazy?
Tired and lazy. So she's obviously confused a little bit.
Caffeine?
No.
That's the opposite. It can make you not feel well.
That's alcohol.
Caffeine can sometimes make other people feel anxious.
Yeah. It's true.
And like.
What else do you learn about?
We learned about
a drug that you smoke.
Not a drug that you.
She did say that they learned about something that you're not supposed to smoke, and I was like, well, you're not supposed to smoke anything. I mean,
You're supposed to snort it.
Right. That's what they teach
faster.
her. Right. Talking about cigarettes?
No.
Cigars?
I'll tell you.
Crack?
No. I'll tell you.
You guys seem like you're really.
Well,
You seem like you're going up to a drug dealer.
I am trying to.
What is
What do you
that?
want here?
Crack? You want
Well, I'm trying to figure out what she learned because she said there's something you're not supposed to smoke that's a big word, and I was like, well, it's got to be marijuana.
methamphetamine?
No, it's probably marijuana. I would think. I don't think they start teaching about meth to 9-year-olds.
What, you think they do a gateway drug at 9 and then
you got to do a gateway
Layer
drug
it?
lesson. Yeah, you start with caffeine. It's a gateway drug lesson. Then you kind of introduce this is
Yeah,
what drugs
right.
are.
Okay, now that
I
could
know
be.
what it is.
What?
Green leaves.
Cocaine?
Are you learning about green leaves?
Your wife's an idiot.
Well, well, I think cocaine starts in green leaves as well. But I mean, so
she's going right to the fields.
yeah, we're at this point now. We're giving her quite a lesson in drugs, trying to figure out what they've covered in school. Perhaps all they even talked about was caffeine, and now we've given her a whole barrage of things that she can learn about.
Are you learning about green leaves? Weed? Marijuana?
We're learning about one of the ones I think I remember is it's like from this plant.
The devil's lettuce.
That's called weed.
Marijuana.
Is that from a plant?
Is it green and looks like that?
I don't know.
Does it look like this in my sock drawer?
Does it look like all of these little brooches that are around my backyard?
Because it
here?
can also look like these gummies.
It could look like this. It could look like this.
Yeah.
It's so funny because in a moment she wonders why I'm so curious about this lesson because she claims
You
I've
guys
never.
are both really getting inquisitive.
Well, she said I've never asked her about one other thing she's learned in school ever except for this.
I don't know.
They don't show you pictures.
What did they tell you that one does?
I forgot. I'll tell you tomorrow. Why are you so concerned?
Oh, well, I'm curious what you're learning in school.
You're never that curious. You're like, oh, okay. And I'm telling you, I don't know yet.
Well, she's making the point.
It's a good impression of you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not that.
Math, blah, blah, blah.
Right. She comes back and says she learned how to write a letter in cursive. How many follow-ups do I have for that? Not a lot. But when she's asking about, I need to know
You
what
have like 17 other terms.
Yeah.
Mary Jane, the devil's lettuce.
I need to know what she's learning, so I need to know to cover my own bases. You know what I'm saying, Allie? If she knows what's up, I need to get.
So you're just concerned about your stash.
Yeah.
Got it.
Uh-huh.
You're not concerned about your cursive.
No, not at all.
Because, no, I do know, but I forgot. It was long. I'll tell you tomorrow. Jeez.
All right.
Yeah, we're learning about drugs and, not just...
Never take drugs from people.
In my sister...
See, there you go.
From other people? Is that what she said?
She's just saying you don't take drugs.
Buy them from a pharmacy.
Right, you got to get them from, someone you know, right?
I do.
Now, the other one now is decided that now she's learned that drugs are something you're not supposed to do, so now she's decided that she's now going to take drugs.
Cool.
So.
In my sister... I do. Every single day, and I said yes, and I had one today.
So everything that
She's good at yes and.
Everything we've just tried to teach them to do not take drugs at all, and she goes, I'm going to take them, and I already took them today. So
I do. Every single day, and I said yes, and I had one today.
You had a drug. You had a drug today? What drug?
It was to smoke.
Ooh.
She smoked today.
I mean, she does have that smoker's.
You hear it in the voice.
There it is.
Yeah.
You hear it, yeah.
She's got that I just got back from Vegas sound.
Sure does.
Where did you do that at?
At the back 40.
At your school? At your elementary school? Okay. It's not funny, Sienna.
But nobody got me in trouble for some reason.
All right.
So there you go. Tried to teach her a lesson. It didn't go well.
Well, you know what's good is that the younger one can now teach her younger
friends
about drugs.
Yeah,
Yes.
so now, Allie, you have to do exactly what you did with the talk about sex, and you need to now tell your 4-year-old about drugs.
About drugs?
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
your sex talk
My
went so
sex
well
talk
with him.
went awesome.
When he said his hands were sticky.
Yeah, I said, do you know where babies come from? And he said, my hands are sticky. And I was like, you're on the right
Sticky icky,
track.
baby. That's right. What that guy said.
Sticky icky, the devil's lettuce. I'll teach him about the devil's lettuce tonight.
So remember, this is the valuable lesson we should take from this.
You want to do the drugs, don't have the kids.
There you go. That's what I should have said.
Should be interesting tonight.
Quick break, and hopefully we helped everyone now. This show started with a call from a listener that got out of rehab right into the conversation about drugs.
I hope this wasn't triggering for her.
Man, probably too late on that one.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
Listen, you go do your job every day. Hopefully you get a paycheck. Maybe you like what you do. Maybe you don't. Who cares, really? But then every once in a while, you find out that you're going to be the employee of the month. It's a feeling I've never had. Omar's had it. Vanessa's had it.
Well, you feel it when you park in the employee of the month spot.
I get to feel it a little bit every day when I park in the employee of the month spot, even though I'm not the employee of the month. Stolen valor, because the guy who is the current employee of the month let me use his spot. Appreciate you, Sam.
Because he usually he kind of works
Comes in
his
later.
own hours.
So, very...
Parks downstairs.
Regardless, I didn't hear his whole story. I just took a spot.
I think he works from home. I don't know.
The point is, if you get to be Employee of the Month, that's a big flex for you, and sometimes that actually means something. More often than not, it's just something that the bosses say to boost morale.
We have 2 Employee of the Month's legitimate ones on the show.
I know.
Vanessa got it, and Omar got it.
Omar was actually the only one who really got Employee of the Month. Vanessa got the grit thing, which doesn't mean much.
That means a lot.
Omar was one of the final few Employees of the Month around here, which is funny for so many reasons. But congratulations, Omar. And now let's get into.
I don't even know if you're eligible anymore.
And now we have a legitimate nominee for someone doing something in the world that has gone above and beyond their job duties to become our Klein Alley Show nominee for Employee of the Month of March. Here we go.
Employee of the Month. You are the best. Put everybody to the test, but you beat the rest. Employee of the Month. How do you do it? How do you become the Employee of the Month?
Now, these people work in education, which is it's a very thankless job, and that is why we feel like we should spotlight them, Ellie.
Well, a couple of school employees in Macomb County in some serious trouble tonight, appearing to be engaged in some X-rated activities on a school bus. Fox News' Jessica Dupek is here, and this all got found out because of some cell phone video, Jessica.
Yeah, we had to watch that raw cell phone video a few times, and Roop, I was really hoping that...
Wow,
Why did they make them watch it a few times?
I don't think anyone made her watch it a few times. And no need to
I really had to get a good look.
Yeah, we had to watch that raw cell phone video a few times, and Roop, I was really hoping that maybe they were just cleaning something off of the seats, but upon further review, it really doesn't look like it. Now,
upon the 11 times I watched the raw video, they're definitely not cleaning something off the seats.
The 10 times I finished.
So clearly it's 2 educators that decided that the best place for them to sneak away and have sex would be on the school bus.
Well, think about it. If you were going to have sex at work and you worked at a school, where would you go?
There's really nowhere you can go.
Lounge.
No, you can't go anywhere in the school, probably.
So wouldn't you go to a bus?
The bus, but school buses are gross, like breeding grounds for just disgusting. I would imagine. It's just,
yeah.
But
upon further review, it really doesn't look like it. Now, for everyone's sake, we did use the blur tool pretty heavy here tonight. While we can't show you that, we did talk to the woman, the really stunned mom that witnessed this all.
What?
Ever seen anything like this?
In movies.
That mom loves porn. Because she could tell.
Well,
right
and of
away.
course, she's walking by and she sees people having sex on a bus, and she just does a voyeur peep
of course.
and decides to film them.
Well, because you walk by, you go, what's going on that bus? You go, hold on. And if you see people having sex, I mean, it's no different than at the zoo. You see animals. No one's walking away from the animals having sex. They're watching.
Yeah, but wouldn't you, if you saw this go down, wouldn't you just be like, enjoy yourself and move on with your day?
This mom doesn't sound like that type of mom.
Ever seen anything like this?
In movies.
Yeah, the X-rated kind. You look at...
That's a little on the nose.
Great
right
joke.
There. She had to say that, but yes, so...
You look in the bus, what do you see?
An intense motion. At first, I thought it was just cleaning the seats, but the motion just continued.
When the bus is a rockin', don't come knocking.
I'm an adult, so kind of put 2 and 2 together.
The wheel?
She figured it out pretty quickly.
Smart girl.
Why are there 2 people cleaning the seat?
Forever.
In motion.
Kind of put 2 and 2 together.
The wheels on the bus go round and round and apparently up and down.
Oh, damn. I love this girl.
I may take the Employee of the Month nominee away from the educators.
This
and give it
newscaster deserves it.
Give it to this newscaster. She's really delivering on this story.
I grabbed that just to have proof that what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing.
We'll call this mom Katie. She was at the Chesterfield Town.
Why do you call her that?
Because that's her name.
That's her name. It's her birth and legal name, Katie, so we're going to call her that.
She was at the Chesterfield Township Walmart this week when she saw what appears to be 2 school employees engaged in some extracurricular activities. I just can't believe they weren't trying to hide behind some bushes or something. It was boom.
No, it was blatantly in the front parking lot.
A little lesson on the birds and the bees over lunch. Katie knew she had to report it to Macomb Intermediate School District.
She didn't have to report it.
You don't have... Totally.
She didn't have to report it at all.
And they weren't even on the school campus. They were in a Walmart parking lot.
Right. And that's probably the best thing that happened in that Walmart parking lot.
There's probably next to 50 other buses with people having sex on them.
That bus are making meth. That bus are doing this.
Yeah.
It's very disturbing.
Thankfully, no kids were on the bus, and the district says the 2 employees were put on leave, now being investigated for potential, quote, professional misconduct.
What if my kids rode that bus?
They weren't.
But they weren't. That's
They
a crazy,
weren't riding the bus,
It's a
Katie.
crazy hypothetical. Now she's saying, what if they ride the bus the next day? Okay, great.
So what?
The buses are gross anyway. I don't think people having sex on the bus is going to make the buses less gross.
And wouldn't you cover your tracks if there was anything that was
right.
a mess?
Probably the first time you actually wipe those seats clean.
Yeah, you probably left it
What
better
if
than you found it.
my kids rode that bus? I wouldn't be aware of what's going on that bus.
Well, you're very aware,
I'll
Katie.
tell you what, your kids hate you for being
So,
the person who narked,
that
and
is,
now you're in a news report.
That's your Employee of the Month nominee for the month of March. A couple of educators doing it on a bus.
The wheels on the bus go up and down.
Up and down. That's already coming through as an early takeaway. We got to take a quick break.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, final hour of the show. We've made it to the weekend. It's Klein Alley's show on KROQ. Thank you for waking up with us. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for putting up with us. And if you think you're having deja vu or you're having weird flashbacks, that's not necessarily the case. You're hearing some stuff that perhaps you've heard before. Unless you don't know what I'm talking about, in which case it's a brand new hour of the show.
Yeah, we're right here, right along with you.
So thanks for hanging out this week. Of course, updating everything on the socials, Klein Alley Show. You can find us there on TikTok, where Vanessa will be doing strange dances by herself and other stuff that we have for you as well.
Yeah, that's what the TikTok has devolved to, which we're happy about.
If you need us, there's a GOAT line for you, 24/7, 365. A lot of angry messages coming through this week, and some good ones, but you can find us there at 844-956-GOAT as we get into a brand new hour of the show right now with unexpected content and guaranteed chili peppers, because that's what we do on 106.7 KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Who's the most attractive on the show? Least attractive? Who is the nicest, funniest, and now it's meanest? And I'm not looking forward to this, but, we've all got our own list that we've put together to determine who we believe is the meanest on the show. And I don't think anyone wants to be described as being mean. We'll get to that in a second. First, though, a health update, Ali. A very exciting health update on the GOAT line.
Well, I dropped my water bottle on my toe, and now I am a sufferer of sausage toe.
Oh.
Klein, I want to thank you for being an advocate.
You're welcome.
Your support is really going to get me through this. Not all heroes wear capes.
That's right.
It depends on the water bottle that fell, though. Is it just a regular plastic 12-ouncer, or it's like a big, heavy Erewhon glass bottle?
Full Stanley Cup right there on the toe. That's toe shattering.
Cripple you.
That's sausage toe. Welcome to the sausage toe community. We're happy to have you. I'm a sausage toe survivor and happy to do the first official 5K limp for sausage toe. We will have to put that together.
It'll take 7 hours
Take
for
a
everyone to
long
finish.
time. So it's time now for most least.
Are you nervous? You seem nervous. Like you're going to be at the top of this
I don't
list.
think I'm going to be any. I don't think anyone would put me as the meanest, because I think that.
I think you have the meanest face.
I have the meanest face.
You look
face,
mean.
My face looks mean. I got that resting monster face. But I think that the reality is, I think I've been nice to everyone here on a personal level and a professional level. I try to be, but I don't think I'm at the top of the list. Jake is ang. Jake, you put me at the top of your list for meanest?
My neighbor finally listened to the show the other day, and the only thing she said was, "They're so mean to you."
Yeah, we are.
All the time.
I mean,
you bring that on yourself, Jake.
What are you talking about? No, you do not.
Everyone's mean to you.
It's funny. I went to pick up.
So everyone's at the top of my list.
This is a great.
Everyone.
This is a great example of why this is so messed up. Because the other day I went to pick Jake up at a 7-Eleven to give him a ride somewhere. I forget where we were even going.
No, we were going to Almost Acoustic.
Okay, I go to pick Jake up to give him a ride. To once again,
I had to Uber over there.
To be nice. This is me being nice. I pick up Jake and give him a ride. As I'm picking Jake up, he's standing by some guy at the 7-Eleven, who I guess is a listener that he ran into there. And the guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, stop being so mean to Jake." And I go, "Mean to Jake?
I'm here to pick him up.
I'm literally here to give this guy a goddamn ride to the Forum."
Not the first time you've done that, by the way.
Giving him
And
rides.
you buy him a pizza on his birthday every single year.
Never said thank you once. I couldn't be. I don't think.
Including right now.
Would
have been a great window.
I met the guy in the 7-Eleven. The first thing he says to me is like, "You're Jake from Klein Alley, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Klein is so mean to you."
Oh my
That's
God!
the first thing he said.
Did you say he's about to pick me up and drive me somewhere?
I did say that, but also I had to Uber to that spot because you couldn't get me.
I don't know, man. I think Klein might be mean to you, but I think Allie, for me.
Why don't you shut up, Jake?
I agree.
Yeah, she's mean. She's number 2.
I'm number 2 meanest?
Oh, wait, no, actually, she's number 3.
So,
Who's number 2?
So what's your list then,
Get your
Jake?
list straight, you idiot.
Yeah, what's your list?
So lame.
Can you count to 5, you loser? Jesus. Who's number 1?
You.
Okay.
I'm the meanest.
And
no way.
Klein is not the meanest.
It's so false, but go ahead.
All right.
Let's hear this. Let's hear your list out.
Number 2, it's Vanessa.
When is Vanessa mean to you?
Whenever, no, it's not just mean to me. She's just mean to everyone because she's so brutally honest.
Well,
but I think there's a difference.
What's the truth, baby? Someone needs to hear it.
Well, I'll tell you right now, not to interrupt you, but Vanessa is number 1 on my list for meanest.
Really?
No question.
She's not number 1 on my list.
She's not?
She's not number 1 on my list either.
She's actually towards the bottom of my list.
Really?
Wow, interesting.
Because Vanessa does not care about feelings. And Vanessa does not take into account how anyone is doing, and she'll say the meanest thing possible, and then she'll go, okay, well, what you want from me?
Well, she will say little things like if you say you complain about something having to do with your kids, having to bring them to school, whatever, you're like, well, that's why you shouldn't have had kids.
Right.
You know, and then you're like, well, she was kind of right.
I appreciate the honesty. Yeah.
Listen, once
It's
again,
honest, it's also mean.
it is mean, it is brutal, and
I don't think the honesty is mean. It's just a matter of fact.
Yes. Vanessa,
I agree. I think there's a difference between stating the obvious and telling the truth versus being mean.
Vanessa,
She's not like going over the top, you know, kind of like Allie is towards the listeners.
You're going down, bitch.
hey, Vanessa, out of
She was
curiosity,
being a bitch.
do you have yourself? Did you put yourself at number 1 on the list for me?
I did put myself as number 1.
Yeah.
What?
Because she knows. She knows.
I do know. I feel like sometimes I don't have patience. I literally have to do breathing exercises to relax. Sometimes I snap at Johnny, and then 2 minutes later, I'm like, Johnny, I'm sorry I snapped, but you gotta listen to me.
Right.
You also yell at the callers, I believe.
A lot of times.
Oh, yeah. And when I meet them in person, I'm like, I'm sorry that I was kind of rude to you. I was just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Well, and like
And
she will
woman
talk to
issues.
them before they go on the air, and then she'll pick them up afterward and be like, "What happened? You messed it up."
Oh, right. She'll yell
That's
at-
true.
Yeah,
Have energy and get to your point.
Right. She'll yell at callers before and
She's
afterwards.
just hot-blooded. I don't consider that mean, in my opinion.
All right. Well, listen. I don't mean that in a bad way. I still like you, Vanessa, but I think that you are the meanest, and I don't necessarily. But I have Allie at number 2 on my list.
What?
Yeah, because she mocks people. This is what she does.
Yeah, that was her making fun of a handicapped person.
Yeah, don't. It's not. Hey, look, if I'm mean funny, it's different than just mean.
You're sometimes
mean
you're
jokes,
just.
Okay.
You called us all a bunch of stupid bitches.
You guys are stupid assholes.
Right.
That's funny mean.
That's not funny.
Fun.
You get
That's
mad.
mean.
When
you can feel that.
Yeah, when you get mad, you get like really mad. Like I don't really get mad. I think one time I got mad about that Friday thing, but like I rarely ever get like really mad.
You do like a little furrow of your brow, like a little angry Muppet.
Okay, well, whatever. It doesn't
That's
happen.
pretty mean, Allie.
Yeah, see?
I'm just stating the obvious, right, Vanessa?
I may move you to number 1, Allie. You may bump Vanessa.
So you had Vanessa and then me?
Yeah, Vanessa
the two
at 1.
women, of
Yeah,
course,
you at
sexist.
2. Omar at 3, but only because...
Women have to be real and makes me a bitch.
Only because Omar plays the sounds to make us look like assholes all the time.
See, no, Omar was number 1 on my list.
But I think,
what? Really?
Yeah, because I'm afraid of Omar. I'm afraid of pissing him off because I think he will unleash and get very, very pissed off. I mean, he got pissed off at the guy who sold him a rug, and he went number 1 on it.
That is true.
Yeah,
If he is mad at you, it is all bets are off.
Right.
Unleash the demon anger, and he is not afraid to say very mean things or lash out.
But he'll also do things
Yeah, you're
like
not wrong there.
randomly. He'll be like, "Hey, Vanessa, I want to just send you $100 to get yourself some lunch because I feel
Yeah,
like
if you're struggling, I
overworked."
want to make sure. Yeah, you're kind of taking
That's
care
what
of
mean
it.
people do to feel better.
No. He'll do these little things like all of a sudden he'll sometimes do this unexpected nice thing, and you go like, "Wow, I didn't see that coming." Or like when I went out with Omar to Weird Al, all of a sudden I looked up, he already paid for dinner. Like he did that move.
Okay, well, little things like that, sure, but
And he's mean, and he makes up for it. Like one time, he offered to take me home.
that doesn't
and then
take away the
ditched me.
mean.
He ditched you.
But I covered your Uber.
Yeah, and that's what I said. You made up for it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I
but
feel like-
I wasn't trying to be mean. I just needed to leave right away.
Are we all trying to be mean?
So hold on, we all have different people as meanest. Al, your meanest person is Omar.
My meanest person was Omar. My second meanest was Johnny. Because
Wow.
Johnny will
Really?
say little random things that are very mean. Like, I remember like a random time where I was walking through the office and he was like, "Yeah, only moms wear Apple Watches, right?" And I was like,
That bothered you?
"What?"
You are a mom.
Well, yeah, but it's like condescending. It's like, yeah, old people jokes.
Yeah, but he's too dumb to be mean. Means
or it's like when Klein was out, he was like, "Anyway, this good listener came by and I just told him to go because the show's not good today." And I'm like, what?
Well, he's just
but he's not being mean. He's just being dumb, I think.
Yeah. I have
I know,
Johnny.
but they're just very cutting, mean things, especially from like the youngest person on the show. You just feel very insulted.
Well, it's like a child that gives brutal honesty because they don't have a filter and they don't know any different. So they're not trying to be mean. They just go up to you and say, like, "Are you pregnant?" And you're like, "No, I just look like this."
And he's like, "Oh, that segment was cheeks."
Yeah,
And you're like, "Shut up."
I have Johnny as least mean. Johnny is least mean on the show because I think he's too dumb to be mean.
Me too.
And then,
Oh, he also throws pennies at cars that cut him off in traffic.
well, that's a kind of a dick move.
He does like young bro dick stuff
okay.
like that.
All right. Well, then maybe I move him up, and Jake is least mean. Oh, hold on, Johnny. Johnny, hey, you're bottom of my list, but Allie has you at tops of hers.
You know, I just heard that, and I just wanted to chime in and say, when that guy came in, he actually said, "Oh, yeah, the show sounds like a train wreck." It wasn't me saying when the girls were on air.
Sure, you were
and
just
running the
passing
show.
along the information.
Yeah, I had to pass it along because I'm a...
When you said Allie was
yeah.
wearing an Apple Watch because that's just something moms wear, were you trying to insult her, or were you just stating a fact?
I was just stating a fact because she is a mother. And she got an Apple Watch. She got that on.
Right. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't think Johnny has any ill will, like when he does anything. I think he's all about good vibes.
I think he's silently laughing at us in the back of his mind.
No way.
Because we're all uncool.
No, they're just like circus music playing in his head at all times.
Yeah, like a monkey grinder.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm playing Goo Goo Dolls in my head all day.
All right. Anyway, so Johnny, where did you put Johnny on your list, Vanessa?
He's last on my list.
Last. Yeah, last
Yeah.
on mine, too.
Yeah, he's last on mine,
I'm a good boy.
Yeah, 3 people put him last. That means he's the least mean on the show.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think that he's up to something.
Okay, well, that's Allie's the meanest, clearly. Johnny, who do you have?
Yeah, that's who I have on number 1.
Johnny, who's meanest on your list?
Oh, definitely the meanest person on my list is Allison Johnson for sure.
So Allie got meanest. Hold on, how many people? How many people have Allie tops on their list?
I put her on number 1.
Omar number 1.
Yep.
And for Johnny number 1.
Yeah, she says some snide things sometimes that are kind of like, "Whoa, where did that come from?" And I'm like, all right, whatever.
Behind the scenes or on the air?
Kind of like more like on the air, only ever on the air. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. What's the problem? Man, I am an asshole. No.
All right.
Don't listen to her.
There it is. All right. So what have we established here on the show?
That sexism is alive and real.
Yeah. That if you...
If you said the same things, everyone would think you were a saint.
All right. Let me try it. Well, I am an asshole.
Isn't he so funny?
Okay. All right. That's KROQ for your Klein Alley show.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Hey, it's Rivers and Brian from Weezer. Pack your bags for KROQ's Mile High Club Destination 11. You're going to our show in Toronto, Canada.
Let's go away for a while. You and I. Say it ain't so. I don't care about that.
Listen at 9 noon, 3 and 6.
Get on the standby boarding list all week and instantly win tickets to see us at Crypto.com Arena.
October 24th, courtesy of Live Nation.
You want to destroy my sweater, Beverly Hills.
And you'll get the chance to go away to see him again in Toronto, Canada.
Free healthcare, maple syrup, and Weezer. What more could you ask?
Go away, go away, go away. I leave my candy with the pork and beans.
It's KROQ Mile High Club Destination 11, Weezer in Toronto.
Only on the world famous KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
We did promise you that we would take another listen to Moist Joyce getting hit on at the bars, and this is a segment called Make Joyce Moist, where men tried to pick her up using pickup lines at bars. I know everyone's all turned on because of the guest we had in here earlier today. You can see all of that up on our socials at Klein Alley Show. But
Well, let's talk about the real eye candy, Moist Joyce.
that was all just foreplay to get us to this.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi. Try out a pickup line on Moist Joyce, please. Just whatever.
Do you know how much
a polar bear weighs?
Are you saying I'm f***ing fat?
No, it's enough to break the ice. How
Whoa.
Who is that coughing?
That is Moist Joyce.
Oh.
There's something going on there, and you'll hear her, but she has, I don't know what medical condition this could be, but it sounds like something serious. But
Howard.
God, that sounds terminal.
That could be tuberculosis.
Ooh.
Not a good pickup line.
Okay, that's the one I'd heard years ago. Out of 10, and 1 out of 10, how would you rate that pickup line?
Oh, that one sucked because it made me feel fat, even though that's not what he meant.
All right, let's try another one. Okay.
How come he gets to go first?
Joyce, do you want to?
God, what's happening?
This guy is trying to pick up Moist Joyce, and she is just making all sorts of noises. So he's desperately trying, but I mean,
I'm sure way more pickup lines are coming to mind now.
Joyce, do you want to? Joyce, you want to try one on him?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing this afternoon? I feel like going out for a drink. Want to join me? I gotta reload.
And how would you rate that pickup line?
Again, I think it sucks.
Well, anyway, someone get her a drink. I mean, I know she doesn't need more drinks, but it sounds like she does need a drink. So that's Moist Joyce right there, sounding the driest she's ever sounded.
She needs some tea, some honey.
Oh, yeah. It was great hanging out on Friday night with all of the listeners that showed up to support Jake's live comedy show at the Goo Kite. And for those of you that were not able to make it or came up with a good excuse like Allie, I'm out of town, we're going to play you some of what took place there because, as always with this show, we can't just do a regular thing where it happens and we move on. There has to be some sort of a drama thing that happens. Unfortunately, in this particular case, someone who was there at the show thought it would be funny because in the past, Allie, whenever we listened to Jake do his comedy, Jake moved to L.A. 20 years ago to want to be a stand-up comedian. Now he sits in that little nerd hole with all those dead animals.
Was that the only goal? Was that the goal you had? I thought you were raised here in a way, Jake.
Yeah, I was, but I moved back to pursue stand-up.
Got it. Okay.
How's that going?
Great.
Yeah, it's going all right.
Just the best.
So Jake did a show on Friday. It was a big deal for him, and Johnny was forced to do stand-up, and a bunch of other comedians Jake's been friends with over the year went up on stage, and some of them were very funny, and others not so much.
We've also seen and heard some of Jake's previous sets, and it seems that there are always these crickets in the background, which is wild because they're indoor venues.
No. They were outdoor venues.
A lot of the ones he claims were outdoor venues, and some...
Not claim.
Some
they were.
Well,
I mean, loud crickets
but
too.
It just
and remember when he did his little bit in the drive-thru? There was crickets there too.
That was
like
crazy.
They follow him everywhere.
So we've called you kind of like the Pied Piper of crickets for some reason. And crickets, as you know, is like the ultimate insult when you're trying to tell jokes and all you get is crickets.
So it was wild.
So it was at Jake's show. This is how it all started.
I did seriously consider taking jiu-jitsu classes in an effort to try to toughen up.
Now, this is inside of a bar in North Hollywood. Once again, an indoor venue with 4 walls and a ceiling. So we're inside a bar.
And then I decided against it because I learned I would have to take off my bracelets. I was like, no, thank you. This is how I get my power. My bracelets. She's a red. Who's playing crickets?
Now, if you notice, the laughter Jake got after his bracelet joke, it's like a 3 out of 10. But the laughter the crickets got.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Crushing.
Hilarious.
Killing. The crickets are killing. So,
well, I mean, it's an inside joke for people who listen to the show, and which was, what would you say, 90% of the audience?
I don't know, Jake. What do you think?
So you're playing to your crowd.
I mean, there was definitely a lot of listeners there, but I'm sure there was also some...
Yeah, I'm sure there were some amount of people who didn't get the joke. I know there were some people who came up afterwards that didn't think it was funny.
Well, there's a lot of people that didn't get the bracelet joke.
A lot of people didn't think it was funny, I guess, but I think you get it.
Okay.
You get it, and then don't laugh.
So this was when the crickets first made their appearance during Jake's show. Later today and all show long, when you hear us play crickets during the show, crickets for tickets. We have tickets to give you all sorts of shows, including Bad Omens at the Forum. We'll get you into the private show with Cannons at the KROQ Soundspace, and tickets to the Fanatics Flag Football Classic with Tom Brady, Gronkowski, and others. So if you hear crickets throughout the show, not during this little segment where we listen to Jake have a meltdown, but throughout the show, whenever crickets interrupt Allie or me or probably Jake, you will get yourself tickets when you hear crickets all show long here on KROQ.
Is that Klein?
So immediately, Jake hears the crickets in this club and starts yelling, "Is that Klein?" And I'm sitting in the
wasn't yelling.
Well, not at that point, but you're about to start yelling. When I get to Cricket 5, as I listen to these clips, you really escalate quickly about the crickets. But here we go.
For a split f***ing second. Hey, they're my fans. I roll deep with crickets. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
So that's cricket one. Now, Jake starts all pleasant. Oh, crickets, that's funny. And then by the end of that, he's already going, I'll punch you in the face. He's escalated pretty quickly, Allie. That was
but I
early
thought
in the
maybe
set.
he was just playing into the comedy of it.
Okay.
You know, like it upsets Jake. Like, I'm going to punch you.
We move forward in his act now a few minutes, and here we go.
Thank you very much. I know. F***ing mother. Don't make me get off the stage. I will find you. People think that since I'm a dog guy, I like all dogs.
So you think Jake's killing it because all that laughter, but he's setting up his joke, but the crickets are stealing his thunder.
Yeah, but now I kind of feel bad. Jake obviously had written and prepared something, and he put on this comedy show for everybody to come and enjoy.
Yes.
And then he is the headliner, and he's trying to get through his set, and you can't even hear him because the crickets are so loud.
Jake, were there crickets during other people's sets?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Is that really Klein? Who the f*** is that?
Second time now I've been accused of being the cricket guy.
Why don't you just say no?
I didn't want to be brought into his show. I was sitting in the back watching the show like a good patron at a comedy club. I didn't want to.
You wanted to just watch all the discomfort unfold.
I didn't want to yell out from the back, "Not me!"
I didn't want to solve this problem.
Was he going to go person by person and accuse everyone of being the cricket guy?
No, he thinks it's you, so just say, no, it's not.
I was wondering.
What, Jake, you really think in a million years I would show up and play crickets at your comedy show?
I don't think he'd play it for that long.
Yeah,
but
he wouldn't play it for that long.
Like I said yesterday, Ginger Justin brought up the fact that you would never think of something that funny.
Right. And you know what he brought up to me? He said the crickets went on long, but not as long as your set. That's what he said to me. So you want to talk about what Ginger Justin says?
Outing Ginger
Justin.
So that's just a fact. That's not a diss at all. That's just stating a fact.
All right.
Who? Where? Are you guys my friends and fans here?
So now Jake is trying to figure out. He's going He's kind of like looking at different groups in the crowd, going, "Where are these crickets? Are they coming from you?" Because the cricket sound did sound like it was all encompassing.
If this was happening to you, Klein, how would you have handled it?
I think
that's a great question.
You've done it. You've done.
I think I would have. I think I would have ignored it. I would have just kept going with the act.
Yeah, but it's so loud. It's really hard to
It's
ignore.
going on forever.
Like with this better audio, it is crazy how loud they are.
Yeah.
We get it, crickets. I get it.
So now Jake's starting to escalate a little bit.
This is.
All right, thank you. Where is that coming from?
I mean, they're like deafeningly loud.
Jake is looking mad. He's looking behind him. He's looking underneath. He's looking above.
All right.
Jake's just standing on stage with a microphone now, looking around. Just looking.
This is almost on its way to a viral moment.
Almost.
Because, a lot of comedians are getting a lot of clicks because of their crowd work.
That's right.
And this is work.
This is definitely
from the
work.
crowd.
Now we escalate. We move forward in the routine now, and this is when Jake apparently has his. This is when the tantrums really begin.
That's not happening.
And you woke up.
I'll take you.
I'm so over these crickets. Over it. That joke sucks now. It's really me up. So if you can stop that, please.
Someone yells, "Play the crickets louder."
I don't think he could. It was like max volume.
So now Jake's at a point where he's now begging with the audience. Come on, guys, please.
Yeah.
God. No! Hey, whoever's doing that, get the out.
So now the crowd's turning with Jake, and they're saying, "Get the cricket guy out."
Bartender.
Oh, that was the bartender.
Oh.
Oh.
949 said, can you please play this comedy bit without the guy talking so I can hear the super funny crickets? But 818 said the crickets were distracting and they got annoying after a few minutes, and it's not funny, and it was super disrespectful. And it was, it's 562, this is masterclass douchebaggery.
Right, I agree.
Do you?
Yeah, I agree. I think the crickets. Now, at one
Sounds
point,
like you stand with the crickets.
at one point, you do hear me, Allie, in the crowd to prove that I was there. And this is when Jake was explaining why he doesn't do comedy very often. And this is, I think, after the crickets finally shut down for the night.
To be honest, I really appreciate the crickets for like the first 5 minutes. It just lasted.
So he's still now talking. The crickets have not been going on now for a while, but Jake can't shake the crickets. So he's bringing up the crickets later in his act now and saying he did.
Oh, they're gone?
They're gone now.
Like the last, maybe 7 to 10 minutes, they were gone.
Yeah, when Jake did his bonus time. When he went from his 25-minute set as promised to a 40-minute set.
So you added 14 minutes because of the crickets?
No, it's because we had extra time, and I had some stuff prepared, and if I had time, I was going to do it.
Wish the crickets had known we had all that extra time. Could have got more crickets.
To be honest, I really appreciate the crickets.
Is that
for like
Vanessa
the first 5
groaning?
minutes. It just lasted too long. You're welcome. It'd be funny if he did both. Like,
So hold on. Jake, the guy who claims he is responsible for the crickets has called us now. Hey, James?
What's up?
You're the cricket guy?
Yeah, well, and it kind of, sort of, I think I was set up.
How do you mean?
And, well, basically what happened is, Jake, you guys made an announcement that, there's going to be crickets at Jake's show, right, during the week. And so he gets on set. Somebody else starts playing in the front, starts playing cricket noises really loud. I mean, it's through a speaker, the intercom, something. And then somebody in the back started playing it again, or started doing the their own soundtrack. So then I thought it was funny, and then so I played my soundtrack.
So there were multiple cricket guys?
You're not the guy that was connected to the Bluetooth. You were just another rando just playing out of his phone.
I was just some rando dude. And then, so a guy came up to me,
dude,
and said, dude, you're being annoying. And I said, I will stop. I stopped my little YouTube video in front of him, and then the noise, and put my phone in my pocket, and the noise kept going. So, then eventually in about,
so you tried to shut down your crickets, but your crickets kept playing
Jake,
in your
do you
pocket.
think it was somebody
I stopped it.
Right.
I stopped mine.
Uh-huh.
Mine was stopped.
Do you think, Jake, do you think it's somebody from the venue? Because you had to have some sort of a password or something to connect to the Bluetooth system, right?
I would think maybe the Bluetooth was open, and I don't think anybody from the venue was that inside on the show to know that joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you still believe that you're the king of the crickets?
I'm definitely the king of the crickets.
Yeah. All right, James.
I would love to take that name and dance around with the crickets in my underwear and say I am the king of the crickets.
No, you're not. No, Jake's king of the crickets. But thank you. But
Thank you,
sir, interesting. This is the one time, Allie, and then we have to wrap this up. But once again, if you hear crickets throughout the show today, call us. Crickets for tickets all show long today in honor of Jake's crickets, the big headliner of his act. This is when Jake talked about why he doesn't do comedy very much. It's the first time you actually hear me make an appearance during this.
So I don't do stand-up much anymore, obviously. And
Is that you?
You hear me yell and celebrate when Jake says he doesn't do stand-up much anymore. That's the one time.
That's when the crickets were quiet, because they were sad.
That's when the one time you hear me go, woo!
not much anymore, obviously. And
that's me in the back. All right, Jake, I think you did a great job.
Why do you woo, by the way? Most human beings go, yeah, or something like that. Why are you
He's
woo
Cabana
guy?
Klein.
I was the wanted Jake to know that I supported him, and I was still there. Jake, I thought that I
You
was going to...
supported him when he said, I don't do stand-up anymore, and then you wooed? That's your
like
form
a
of
huge
support?
diss.
Yeah.
Well, I was...
That's worse than the crickets.
This was almost at the end of his act, and I think that Jake assumed I was going to leave early because I was sitting near the front.
So you were just trying to prove you were there?
Proving I was there. I needed to get an audio stamp that I was still there. So
It's a watermark.
it's a watermark. Just letting you know I was
It's like
still
your
there.
bat signal.
Are you ready for the re-rent? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the re-rent?